Everybody ready? The show on the road!
Doesn't even show up on the GPS. It's unworthy of global positioning.
That's the whole point. Get off the grid, right?
Hello? I'm thinking this thing doesn't take credit cards.
Sign says closed.
We're looking for, what's it called?
Tillerman Road.
Not to get you there, getting back. That's your concern.
Oh, this is awesome.
Whoa, no way.
The lambs have passed through the gate. They are come to the killing floor.
Get this party started!
I seriously believe something weird is going on.
What is that thing?
We have to stay together. This isn't right. We should split up.
Yeah, good idea.
Really?
We gotta get out of here.
Somebody sent those things here to get us.
You're missing the point. They want to see us punished.
I think I can get it to go down.
Do we want to go down?
No. You have two. Oh, you have two, not one. I have PlayStation 1. Oh, you do have PlayStation 1. We just play that.
Yeah.
It's been a long time.
Let's start with this. All right, have a seat. Do you need anything for your rolling? Okay, you guys ready?
Sure.
I know you're all weirded out right now. Don't worry, it'll get looser.
Well, I don't have a fancy stand.
We only have three.
Right, you have to hold this one.
Everything he said has like some game.
Right.
Yeah, I got nothing. We go over everything. We'll get loose.
Brett, you want to give a test into the mic? Don't worry, you'll get just do a test. Yeah. Just a test. Yeah. Say stuff. I'm saying stuff to test your mic. Go closer. Alright, how's that? Good. Say stuff. Try to ride the mic like this. Do I have to sit that close the whole time? Is that a thing? Closer to you. Pretty sure it's schools. Tell you like there's people who want to kill me. How's that? Is that better? For you? Yeah. Okay. Caw. Keep going. Perfect. Brigham. Yes. Bueller. Yes, what? Cal, looks good so far. From a distance. You good? Are those waves good? I think so. Those S Subueno? Subueno? Okay. Hold on, where's my pills? Wait, it's like, I'll do sound check. Ah!
Boys, how you doing?
Good.
Good.
Fucking sweet.
All right. So let me say hello. I guess right off the bat, let's get this going. Hello, Basement Placers. You are listening to Basement Place Radio. My name is Steve, and the gentleman sitting to the left of me, his name is Kale. Kale, do your thing.
Stop saying that.
Okay.
Do your thing, man. It's my thing.
And going around in clockwise fashion, we have a guest that has been on here just pretty much as we have been. The fidgety gentleman lighting the candlelight joint. His name is Brigham Shearon. I'm good with Shearon now.
Me too.
We talked to your brother a few
still
weeks
Shearon.
ago. I'm good with Shearon.
I'm still Shearon.
Is that like Ed Sheeran?
No,
If
but
it helps
it's
you.
spelled the same, isn't it?
Almost. You got to replace a couple letters, but it's almost.
It's pronounced similar. Yeah.
How does Ed Sheeran pronounce his name? I mean,
Like
no,
Sheeran?
that's a dumb question. How does he spell his name?
SHEERAN.
No, it's two E's. I'm
R-A-N?
Sheeran.
Sheeran, but he will not commit to how to pronounce his last
I won't
name.
because I don't know.
You say Sheeran, Chiron, Sharona.
What about Sharon?
That's fine.
We've discussed that pronunciation. See, he's okay with everything. It's
Well,
annoying.
That's where
Pretty
I'm
good
at.
with that.
I'm just okay with whatever. If people say something close,
Yeah.
then it's fine.
I think you and I have the most regular names here, and even your name is a little bit less common than mine.
Well,
Continuing on to Brigham's left, we have dear old cousin of mine.
I think I should be dear young cousin though, shouldn't I?
What did I say, dear old?
Yes.
That's just what people say, though. All the way from London, Ontario,
London.
Kiernan Murphy.
Hola.
How you doing, bud?
I'm pretty good. How are you?
Good, good. Welcome to Basement Place.
Thank you. I didn't think this was what this is. I thought this was just for your band.
That you thought you were going to be playing a
I feel
guitar
like
tonight?
a bad cousin. Actually, I was hoping for the drums.
You want to play?
Specifically.
You want to
You
play
can do
drums tonight?
Terribly, yes.
Okay,
I just want to bang on things and go like,
Animal!
Okay, yeah.
that's what I want to do.
You could get behind the drums before we go upstairs.
Challenge may be accepted.
Okay, okay. Well, is this your first time down here?
Yes.
Well, welcome to Basement
This
Place.
is actually my first time in your house because normally we're just on the porch.
Are you serious?
I'm very serious. Like black. That's a Harry Potter joke.
Okay.
He laughed.
Hold on, we gotta
I'll
pause
accept
this
that.
so I can watch Harry Potter, all of them, and then I'll laugh when we come back.
It's Gary Oldman. Come on, you love Gary Oldman.
do you?
Like different strokes? Oh, I'm thinking Gary Coleman. I was about
What
to say,
if Sirius Black was played by Gary Coleman?
what you talking about,
Harry.
Potter? All right, moving along to Kiernan's left is another dear young cousin of mine, and we're all kind of cousins of each other. Also, Kiernan's cousin, Brett Chaborek.
Hello.
How you doing?
Good.
Welcome to Basement Place.
Thanks. Good to be here.
Welcome to Basement Place Radio. Have you been down here yet?
Yeah. Once.
Okay. All right.
I think just once.
All right. And so now we can get on the topic of your last name. How do you hear how do you hear Chaborek? I think at your wedding I heard Chaborek.
That's probably the most common.
Or maybe that was Chelsea's wedding, or maybe it was both, like just
Chaborek, Chaborek.
Chaborek. Oh, I like that one.
Yeah, I don't. It's anything that kind of fits those letters together.
Yeah.
It becomes the name.
Now, do you ever get Brent?
Yes.
You get Brit?
Not as often as my last name is messed up, but yeah, that's somewhat common.
Yeah.
And that's one where it happens. It's a fine. I live with it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, Kale was just saying he gets Carl,
I've had.
Kyle.
Kyle a lot. obviously.
Kyle,
Your name's not Carl?
No.
Carl Worst.
and like poor Brigham. You can only imagine what he gets.
We were just discussing this. Like, the reason why I don't give a fuck about my last name is because, like I said to him, like, I'm sure your name's been fucked up throughout life.
Mm-hmm.
Mine had. I'm at the point where I don't care. Like, you know,
But
it sucks when you have to correct.
What
people.
have you got? I mean, you've discussed this in other episodes. But
Yeah, we were talking like Brightman, Bridgman.
That's awesome. Can you have a son and name him Brightman?
I'm thinking about it.
Brigham and Brightman is out for a...
I'm a Brightman Jr.
Ooh, a kid, that's scary though. I do want to say this based on like your opening thing about like everyone's cousin. I know Kale. Your families all like to fuck a lot. That's what I've come to learn. Well, everyone's you got all these
eyebrow raise a Kiernan.
Yeah. You guys are all cousins.
There's a lot
I know
of
he's
cousins.
got tons. He literally has to leave the province to meet a girl. Crazy shit.
I don't make new cousins I didn't know I had.
Well,
sorry, I didn't mean to just
you're not
talk ill of your family.
You're not exactly wrong, because if you're talking about my dad's side, moderately, but yes, we are cousins on all of our mother's sides. That's all right. You know what I'm trying to say. You know what I'm trying to say.
I think I got you.
Remember that one
Our
time
mothers are sisters.
when we were in Sarnia, and it was like somewhere between midnight and 2 a.m., and we all called our moms to try and figure out somebody's finger or toe.
I think it was because of... I forget. Was it because of...
Who was born with extra fingers?
Something like that.
Yeah, I don't remember how we got on the topic, but we eventually had 3 cell phones going with...
All of our moms on it?
Yeah.
Your mom, yeah.
Oh, and they kind of heard each other all like.
Well, they were
on
conversing, and we were just standing there.
Do we
silent.
just hold our phones like with the speaker on?
It was just the 3 in the center.
It's just we put our hands in the middle.
They heard each other, and then we were just us 3 were done talking at that.
We should have
point.
just left our phones there and just went out.
Well, we could have probably.
We're on our way out.
Come back
4 hours later. They're still going.
Yeah. Just taught them how to use Skype or something. So.
Yeah. And you know what? Like they're so close in age and they're so similar that not even if we did put our phones down and we weren't looking at our phones, we could hardly tell which one of them was talking.
Oh, yeah.
So it was like that. It was like all 3 voices, all 3 of the same voices just talking to each other for an extended period of time.
How old are you guys?
31.
31.
You're 31?
Yep.
You guys are the same age?
Jeez.
He's older.
Bye.
I'm fucking old.
What, 7 months?
Yeah. I think it's 7 months. January. So.
Oh, no, so 9 months. Sorry. I don't know why I thought March.
I just can't add.
Okay.
So I think we were trying to decide who of us in our family was born with extra fingers.
Finger, I think, wasn't it? Isn't it 1?
Some fingers.
Is it?
Yeah.
Mm.
A couple people were born with 2. But
Could that make you a better guitar player or piano player?
it could have if they didn't cut it off of me.
It was you?
One of them was me, yeah. There's a few others in our family.
You had an extra finger?
Yeah.
Shut the front door.
Yeah, right there, right on the side of the pinky there.
You're
This
kidding.
is exactly how this happened, because I
Pretty
had no
much, yeah.
idea. I don't know. You probably knew, right?
I've never met anyone like that.
Oh, you didn't
Well, I
know
guess I
either?
have.
No.
Yeah, I didn't know
Wow.
until Sarnia,
It
and
was
I
a-
think that's
oh,
what
really?
started the whole. Yeah,
Oh,
that's what
okay,
started the
okay.
whole
So
thing.
that, yeah, it would
Well,
have
that's.
been.
I don't think either of
may
us
have
believed
also
you.
had something to do with the milk mixed with orange juice mixed with vodka and whiskey that one of you was drinking.
That you made.
No, I don't. I think one of you. I'm
Then
pretty
you
sure
must
was
have made it.
Steve.
Did you mention the pickle? The pickle that you
Was
put in
there
there?
a pickle in
Yeah,
it?
there was a pickle in there. Made it a kind of an unsettling drink.
You drank it though. I'm pretty sure you then went and poured yourself another one.
I think that happened.
Did I put a second pickle in there? Like, I kind of like that pickle.
He only had 1 pickle. That was his house pickle.
Yeah. So it was me. It was me, my mom, and our cousin. And there's like a couple others that were born with extra fingers. 2 of them like were born with 1 on each pinky.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's cool. I don't even know what. I've never.
I just came.
I've heard about it, but I've never.
Finger the bone or anything, right? It was just
No. It was just a digit, but it had a nail on it. So
It's
it
like
was
when
just
Harry Potter loses his bone, and it's just like.
I haven't seen that either.
But it's clearly like genetic.
Yeah, basically we're the X-Men.
Yeah.
That's why his hair looks like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that's
Fast
He
hair.
does look fast.
Fast hair.
Yeah.
Futuristically fast hair.
Glasses too. For
I figured
safety.
there was something up with that.
Yeah. So I guess we should get into the point of why we're all here, and you guys are still kind of. You walked in here like a deer in headlights, just like He's slowly taking your coat off. I don't know what we're doing here, but
Yeah, it's true.
so we're gonna have an orgy now. So we're just gonna get in the center of this room, and we're just
Don't
gonna
worry, we're not raping.
that's-
For Brett
that's
and
much
say
less
that
terrifying
that's
than-
not shocking
for
for either of us. I think deep down we both knew that was what was
Yeah.
happening.
Well, it's
okay.
much less terrifying than what
You
I
get
was
10 minutes in the
expecting.
closet
So you
with
guys
all
didn't
those
wonder why I asked you to get
whales.
extra batteries?
I was curious why I was sitting here naked.
Okay. Well, yes. Now you can bundle up.
It's
for
all coming together.
the-
Do you get to wear those eyes wide shut masks?
Well, of course. So I don't know. I don't want to know which one is who. No. We are here to watch Cabin in the Woods, a movie that I saw for the first time with the both of you.
That's when we figured out it was Scooby Doo.
We did on a lot of pot.
Maybe we leave the Scooby Doo portion and explain
the
it
end.
after.
Well, yeah, we're not going to talk about it too much right now because we don't want to. We want to warn the listeners that if you haven't seen this movie and you want to, there's going to be major spoils ahead.
Not by me.
After we watch the movie, though.
Okay.
So we're going to
So
watch.
yes, by me then.
We're going to go upstairs. We're going to watch the movie. We're
So
going to
we're-
come back down here and talk about it.
So we're gonna press pause on this introductory piece, go watch the movie, come back for a climax, and then finish that up
Correct.
with more conversation.
Correct.
What's the Scooby Doo thing though?
Oh, you'll see.
We'll talk about
I just
that.
wanted
We'll
to plant
talk
the
about that
seed.
later.
And leave it to your imagination.
All right.
We'll leave that for a later discussion. So, Brigham, you are the only one in this circle jerk that has not seen this movie.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, are you excited?
Yes.
Well,
Do you know anything?
sound
Yes.
like- You sound ecstatic.
Wait, let me do the Michael Scott. Yes.
Yeah.
What did I tell you about Yeppers?
Perhaps I'm. No, I am and I'm not. I don't know. So
Okay.
I thought when you told me originally to watch it, you were just like fucking with me.
Yes. So this is what we were talking about last week's podcast. We were just like, you know what? We should just have a podcast where we watch Cabin in the Woods and then we talk about it. And then, like, sure enough, here we are. 1 week later.
And I feel like and maybe we talked about this a couple minutes ago before we got on the podcast, but when you first watched it, you wanted nothing to do with it.
Right. Yes. Let's talk about this.
And I think I said, shut up and watch it.
You did.
And I think still 30 minutes in, you hated it.
Well, I think what we were doing for the most part was having a conversation. We were talking over it the whole time, not really paying attention.
And then I just remember you stopped talking.
At some point, I don't even remember what point of the movie.
I'm pretty sure it was when.
Oh,
I'm not gonna say it.
okay.
I was gonna say something without saying it, but
Maybe just don't say
I'm
it.
pretty sure it's when someone has something happen to them, and you were like, "Oh,
Oh, that's
That was a great impression of Steve, by the way. That was an awesome impression. I can fucking hear him doing that.
You're just missing the fast hair. All right, so we're gonna go upstairs. We're gonna watch it, and we will be back. Brigham,
No way.
you just saw Cabin in the Woods
Holy shit.
for the first time.
Yeah.
How do you feel?
Bewildered. I don't know what the fuck just happened.
Right.
But I appreciate that
Yeah.
at the same time. Like that.
Left turn after left turn.
maybe there's a few right turns in there though."
Well, you kept
Where's-
saying
where's
like
the
it
right-
just keeps going, and I thought, no fucking way.
Kept going.
You know, and it was
Kept
just
going.
more like weird beasts and like the wrong, like just
Oh, we should say at this point, anyone who hasn't still not seen this movie, stop listening to this because now there's going to be spoilers. Go ahead, Kiernan.
I was just gonna say, if you make 2 lefts, aren't you making a right?
Get out.
3 lefts.
3 lefts?
You really went bottom of the barrel on some of these trivia points.
Hey, not me.
69 body count.
Don't put this on.
Yeah, it is 3 lefts. I just counted that slowly in my brain and my fingers.
Should we have noted that there is a 2-page document of bullet points in front of us?
And,
or would you have preferred that we had kept that silent?
No, we're breaking the fourth wall, man.
Does anyone want a weed capsule?
to go with your homework?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure the one character in the movie would have loved several.
I think that line
Yeah,
was
he would've.
cut from the end of the film. It was the original.
Yeah, that's
ending.
what I was expecting. I was waiting for him to say at the end.
So pretty much the lesson of the movie is that be high all times, and you will be the most clear-headed in situations like that. Where the government,
you'll hear
some
That's how I
shadow
feel.
government captures you and puts you on a fakecation.
Shields you from the MK Ultra.
If that's how it is, that's how I've lived my life in the past 15 years.
Then you'll be immune,
Legit.
man. You'll be
Perfect.
immune.
Perfect.
I actually forgot when I said it earlier in the movie that we had the theory that he lived just from smoking weed.
Yeah.
That he actually lived. I thought he died. I completely forgot what the ending of that movie was.
Technically, everybody died.
Yeah.
Get out.
Everybody. All the nature, the animals.
It didn't look
Trying
good
to
for
help
anyone
you
in
saying that
there.
you weren't wrong with your initial
Well,
prognosis.
all right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
But we did help up until that point.
Yeah,
I just want to put that out
that's
there
how it
as an advocate of cannabis and its healing powers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Would you have been able to fight off the undead while stoned?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't think I could.
I do everything stoned.
I don't know if you can
Including fighting off the undead.
Including
Yeah.
fighting.
No,
Years
but I
of
get
practice.
what you're saying. Like, but yeah, I could.
I don't even fight when I'm sober. I don't want to fight when I'm stoned. Definitely not when I'm stoned.
Like, I would like to have a weed and like a slight buzz, because that way, if they hit me, I wouldn't really feel it as much. But
Yeah.
Steve, do you think you would be more adept at fighting if you still had those extra fingers?
No, because it would just be wobbling because of the no bone. It'd just be wobbling. Maybe if I grew the nail out, it would be like a.
But you could like cushion some of the blow.
I just
if
want
you
to call
hit
them
this way.
digits from now on. Digits.
No, I think
No
it
one
just
could see
I
the
think it would just
bottom
get
of it,
crumpled
just
like a soggy fry.
Do you think if you still had that finger, you could have been one of the monsters?
If so, what would your name be on the whiteboard?
Well, 11 finger boy. Of course. Hold on.
Would it be
What
12?
age am I at?
Whoa,
You're
this
nine.
ain't
You're
12.
nine.
Would I be
One
at
on
this
each
age?
finger?
You're 9.
I'm 9.
Yeah. So you're 9 and you
So
got
yeah, it would be 11
fingers.
finger boy.
You'd be 9/11.
Too soon.
Too soon.
Way too soon.
Do you think there's something underground, such as in this movie, that caused 9/11?
Could be all those gears.
There were a lot of gears.
What? Something
But
from
they just held
the
it-
Cabin in the Woods universe?
Yeah,
They
there's
did-
like a whole little
It's just George Bush and Dick Cheney that
business
is in one of those boxes.
workplace of people that are.
It's one of the monsters in the
trying to
elevators
do all
open.
these
George,
things
Dick
in the
Cheney just
world.
comes out.
Yeah.
And one of the options on the whiteboard is
Duck hunting.
terrible people
Bill's getting a blow.
Is that what it said?
not knowing how to fly planes.
Is that what it said?
I'm saying that's what it would be. I'm like,
Oh, okay.
Why couldn't there be a sequel?
Really?
The gods can't use film equipment?
Did you read what he said?
Yeah, I did. That's why I'm bringing it up.
Or is that?
Like
It'd be
5.
completely
4,
different. It would just
4,
be, it would just be a bunch of lava and angry people.
Yeah, I should have numbered these, eh? Where is it?
5.
Oh, yeah.
6.
Immediately after an early preview screening with fan Q&A,
Oh, 2.
the first question director Drew Goddard was asked was, will there be a sequel? To which he responded, have you seen the ending to my movie?
Well, it could just be lava and ancient angriness.
Just one arm. It just wiped out the cabin and that was
It's
it.
just one arm going around the world knocking shit around.
You don't think there's smaller gods that can operate film equipment?
Is this a trick question or are we getting into this?
I don't know.
Maybe it's aliens.
Well, I think,
Maybe that was like a-
I think it's implied that the world ends, right?
Maybe everything that happened was holograms.
It's got to be in here.
I mean, found footage?
Is there work to do?
Yeah, you're going to be tested on
You have
this.
homework for this.
No, that's
The
it.
first question
if
is,
you
what's
see
your
anything
social
you want
insurance number?
you want to bring up, it's like trivia and shit like that to the movie. If
Oh,
anything catches
I just
your
want
eye,
to bring
you
up
go right.
that
You don't have to
was-
bring it up at all. It's just talking points.
You're just gonna talk
the
about the
chick
blood?
was dead. Like,
One thing I was always curious about that movie, the blood that they drip down. You think that was actually from them?
I did.
No, I think there's a
seems more
janitor that puts
symbolic.
that in beforehand. And that would be like one of
Just
those
ketchup.
off scenes you see in Family Guy. Like the cut.
That's just his job.
Yeah.
I think it's more symbolic. I think it's like just like a vat of ink.
Just
or,
Hawaiian
I think one day he got the vat
It's Five
of blood
Alive.
mixed up with the vat of raspberry jelly.
and then
And so the Family Guy scene would be him sitting down for lunch at the workplace.
Oh shit! This is the blood.
Spreading it on his sandwich.
Oh no!
So are we gonna talk about the Scooby Doo theory?
Wait, we
You're
should
usually
ask.
thinking it loudly.
We should ask if everyone now understands the Scooby Doo theory.
Oh,
I get it.
Brigham.
As soon as you guys just said that in passing,
I do.
I put that together. Like, oh yeah.
I mean,
Got
it's
it.
there's not a lot to it except that they just fit the archetypes of the Scooby Doo characters.
Right. And if I knew,
Was the old man at the gas station like a real estate investor?
I think he'd be like old man. What's his
He
name?
would have gotten
Man
away.
Withers?
Old
He
Man
would have gotten
Withers.
away with it too.
what do you been? Hold on. Talk amongst yourselves. I gotta look up these Scooby Doo characters because
We had Velma
Is
and-
turning on his phone.
Yeah, I don't really know them that well.
He is pressing.
No,
Yeah, Scooby-Doo
I don't
and
think
Shaggy
any of
and
us are
Velma,
Scooby
and
Doo
that's it.
experts.
No.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen
And I know
the whole
the
episode.
band.
Scrolling down. Ooh, scrolling down again. He is clicking. Ooh,
Is this on the big
he's
screen?
reading.
The band was my favorite.
Scrolling more.
My favorite character.
Scrolling up now. Or down,
Or
actually,
Winnebago.
because it's reverse. Oh, now he's going up. Down again.
Right down a bus.
Second.
Right down a bus.
I'm
Scrolling on a
curious
phone.
as to
Scrolling.
what he's looking at. Scrolling down again. Scrolling back up.
Yeah. That's also bullshit. The body count on your
Oh, it's just
on your
this-
research.
Fuck off.
It says body count of 69.
Yeah.
It's actually like 7 point whatever billion
It's true.
or whatever it was at the time. 6.9 or something.
Wow, you're good.
Alright, there you go. Scrolling back down.
Okay,
How did they come up to that count?
so Shaggy.
That's right, he's sharing.
So Shaggy, there's that the death
Okay.
count.
Yeah.
I'm surprised there's not more.
That's why I
Well,
said it. That's
yeah,
what I said. It's
exactly.
actually 7 point something billion.
Yeah, true. True.
gigawatts.
and
But
and
you
one
tell
Earth.
him to get out.
Who?
Okay,
He's
so
right.
Okay, so there's Shaggy, which was obviously the stoner guy.
Right.
Who's,
Velma, the
He's
redhead.
the fool.
is Fred the blonde
Archetype is
guy?
the fool.
Is
Yes.
Fred the blonde guy?
Yes. Yeah.
With the ascot.
So that's Hemsworth.
That's Hemsworth.
He's the guy that clothesline
Velma.
zombies.
Velma is the
The
Dana
redhead.
girl who lives kind of till the end.
The redhead, obviously.
Yes, but yes, Daphne.
Redhead.
Daphne is a redhead, not a blonde.
What?
Yeah,
But
she's a
she's
redhead.
slut, though.
No, who's the blonde then?
Isn't there?
Fred
So there isn't a blonde?
Hemsworth.
So Velma's the brunette.
Who's
Yeah.
slut? Oh,
But she's supposed to be
James
Dana.
Hunt is Velma.
But they
So-
still fit the characters regardless of the hairstyle.
Right,
I mean,
and-
one person is
Right.
clearly not a dog.
Well, and we were discussing this while the movie was playing that it just seemed like they were implying that Jesse Williams is Scooby Doo.
Hmm. Well, yes.
And then, but we looked it up online on the internet. We went on the internet during watching the movie, the Blu-ray. You know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, we all know you have a Blu-ray.
I don't see
Stop
it.
rubbing it in everybody's face.
I don't see the Scooby Doo. Like, I get what like the character references, but
You didn't see it?
He wasn't
no, because they didn't solve
never
the
made out-
crime, and
he
it
never
wasn't
made
like
out
some
Velma.
meddling kids. And
They
Like I
were
said,
meddling.
like I
but
said, there had to be a real
not
estate
really,
investor
man.
somewhere.
They were just kind of put in the fuck world of the Matrix, like where they had no, they weren't really meddling.
So
The guy from Billy
could
Madison
you
was
say
in
that
it.
it was Scooby-Doo meets the Matrix?
Yeah, I guess.
So therefore you could say that it's Scooby-Doo.
I guess, but they didn't solve a crime.
Actually,
Scooby-Doo
Ish.
Scooby
Well, they
meets
did
slash
ish.
crime.
They did ish. Yes.
They just didn't get out of it alive.
Well, come on. And their
Yeah.
camper was the mystery machine.
Yeah.
It's,
Well,
it's solid.
Well,
type.
And I think it's
What a
different
crazy
because
movie.
we just came up with that organically while we were watching it.
Right.
We had no prior theory to that, and it was just, I think it started with Marty's character. And we just said,
he was clearly...
This is Shaggy.
Yeah, this is Shaggy.
And then we just started putting together who everybody else was.
We flushed the theory out. Oh, and this was this, and this is this.
And then they just started doing things...
Chris Hemsworth has like the Letterman jacket on and everything, like in the one scene.
Yeah,
he looks just like it.
Yeah.
And then we just kind of started noticing how they were doing things like the characters would do in Scooby Doo, and it was just like an oh my god moment every time they did something that fit the character we gave them.
So have you looked it up?
I remember
until tonight.
Well, I looked it up then. I remember that night,
and there was nothing.
And there was nothing.
Okay.
And I was so convinced that we couldn't be the first ones that have come up with this.
Right.
Like I thought.
But part of the movie too is the fact that all of the characters are not those archetypes, but throughout the course of the movie, they become those archetypes. Like even what's his face, the Shaggy. What's his name?
Marty?
No, let's call him Shaggy.
James Hunt.
So Shaggy Marty.
I'm mixing up movies.
So Shaggy Marty points out, like, they're not acting normal. Like, they're not acting like this.
Yeah.
Like, Thor isn't really an asshole jock.
Yeah.
So, I think that's part of the charm of the movie.
And he really doesn't like it when I call him Thor.
Thor's a mechanic, isn't he?
What, in the
Adventures in
movie?
Babysitting.
Oh, shit. That's an 80s cut.
Yeah, I had to do it.
That's a great one.
Fuck you all for being under 35.
So Brigham, is it
I'm under 35?
I know that movie.
Yeah, that's why I meant all of you.
Elizabeth Shue, fool.
So fuck you. I love Elizabeth Shue though.
You're still under 40 now, right?
She was so hot and sane.
Pretty close to her.
Yeah, I'm almost at before.
So Brigham, is this like
Last birthday.
least top 5 of your movies ever?
I don't know about top 5, but I would say I'll put it in 10.
Top
because
6?
I want to see it a few more times, you know?
Yeah. Now they expect... Yeah, it's one of those movies you gotta see. And
I think this is only my second time seeing it. I might have seen it another time, but I saw it at the theater. I know that anyway.
Oh, I didn't show
Look at Sigourney Weaver.
Well, I saw it at the theater, and I noticed right away that it's. I mean, once you've seen it once, you see the signs. Like I forgot that it even opened up with like the control room guys.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad that it.
Well, according to the bullet points, that was done to make audiences feel like they may have gone into the wrong movie.
Oh right.
That was bullet point.
We've told that story.
Well, I thought I did.
Huh?
We've told that story before.
Yeah, we've told that story.
That was bullet point number.
That's why I've seen Playing by Heart.
Good.
If any of that was like Kubrick shit, like then who knows what that was really about, you know?
Yeah.
Varsity Blues.
But I like what you said while we were. What did you say while we were watching the movie? That just you said something just like I didn't know.
Actually, if you were to check out my Facebook page, you would see that I was somewhat, I guess, live chatting some quotes that were made.
No shit.
Some of them are pretty good.
You're throwing a chicken in the volcano.
Some of his quotes are definitely on there.
I gotta see this.
Some of mine? What did I say?
I'd have to check the Facebook.
A lot of racist stuff.
Yeah.
A lot of racist and flat Earth things.
Yeah, probably. Race in the firmament isn't white.
I mentioned it in the movie.
You can laugh.
What?
Yeah.
I didn't get it.
Okay.
It's waiting the daytime.
What does that mean?
I can't explain it to you.
The top part.
But the firmament, white.
What do you mean it doesn't? You don't know what that means. Read it.
What if it was a black firmament?
Read it
Well,
on
it
air.
was in the movie when I brought it up. When he goes outside, doesn't see any stars. I'm like, oh, it's the firmament.
Right. What the Truman Show? The moon and the sun.
I don't get it.
Scrolling
I haven't seen that in a while either.
Movies
I've
are
never
awesome.
really sat down and watched it all the way through.
Unless that was a quote that I just didn't hear.
Today's
someone
episode
say.
is brought to you by
original?
Kevin
The original,
Spacey.
Oh, okay.
That was me describing.
Brought to you by all Kevin Spacey
Kevin
and Harvey Weinstein
Spacey.
movies. Star Trek.
What a trip to hang out with Kevin Spacey.
A weekend getaway. With
Yeah. Yeah.
A wine
All
tour.
inclusive
A wine
with
tour.
Kevin Spacey.
A wine tour
Some of
with
these are
Kevin
really good,
Spacey.
actually.
Right.
Basement Place Radio is not responsible for this contest.
I'd like to be her dentist. Quit trying to bite me.
Did you see that thing I tagged you in today with the globe of ice? All the flat earthers. Did you get that yet? Steve saw it.
What?
the globe of ice with the flat Earths in it and the ice walls.
Oh yeah.
It's pretty fun.
Have any of you guys ever like said something to your doctor
About the flat Earth?
about anything, like something that's going on, and like you said, like you actually looked into it, and you say something to your doctor? Have you ever done that?
I think my doctor just wants me to get out of the room.
Absolutely, they do. Absolutely, it's unfucking believable when you're like, well, actually, I've looked into. They're just like they don't give a fuck. Like, so educated people, like everyone, oh, the Earth is round, right? That's the main belief because that's what's been stuffed down our brains.
So what is the belief behind the world being flat?
Which, like, what do you mean the belief?
I don't know.
Like,
So they're hiding something behind the ice wall.
yeah,
I think that's what.
perhaps. I think they're hiding a lot of things. You know?
They're hiding the world's
Well, they're definitely
largest
hiding a lot of
springs.
stuff, but it doesn't have to be that.
Springs?
Springs, like the place, the bouncy place. It's just like
Oh,
this.
springs.
Yeah, it's like
Are those a place or a thing?
I think it's a building. It's a business, right? Springs.
But are you talking the object, or they are just hiding a very large version of Tecumseh Mall Springs,
on the other side of the ice
and
wall?
only the world's elite can go to it?
And that's why we're told that the Earth is round, because there's the world's giant,
you
the
could-
world's largest springs that no one else
and you
will
can
ever.
say they only let in the best people.
The Kardashians, yeah, you know, the
biggest
the
hope.
creme de la creme, you know, giant
I
springs.
believe it's cream de la lean.
Cream de la lean. It's cream de la.
I mean, I'm not too upset. I don't even really want to go to our smaller springs.
Yeah, but aren't you a little pissed off that they're withholding it?
No.
It's gonna eat at you tonight.
No,
you're gonna be in bed like, yeah, what the fuck?
I mean, it seems like a whole thing to go there.
It's not when you're wealthy. It's a bullet train.
Yeah, that's fair. The bullet train goes through the ice wall.
Well, I think it would go under.
Why would it go over?
How do they get over the ice wall?
I think you're
They
getting
burn it
shot
down.
before
I don't
you
know
get
if
to
we're
the
talking
ice
the
wall.
same thing
I just
anymore.
want to put that out there.
Yeah, but for the people who are allowed over the ice wall, what happens?
I don't
They
know.
get paradise and eternal life.
I don't recall them putting that out
And the Dick Cheney's there.
on CNN or the real news.
He puts a
I have no
Hawaiian
idea.
layer. He
I
puts
don't
a-
have any theory. I don't know what's true or what isn't. I just don't believe anything anymore.
Do you kind of look at the orca, shark, and dolphin and feel like 2 or 3 of them are having sex?
At least 2.
What?
He is totally oblivious to his surroundings.
I don't think so.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Oh, and okay. Yeah. All right. Well, I thought you meant the fucking ocean. Wow.
I think we all kind of discovered where.
Kiernan, motherfucker. I thought you meant like real ones. Very clever.
Brigham, those are real ones.
Willie, Jaws, and Flipper.
Very, very clever.
I didn't realize the action.
We've all
shot
eaten
that
them
was
all in tuna.
So what are we talking about?
Dolphins.
Cabin in
I
the
tuned out
woods.
for a minute there. I don't realize
Dolphin
that's-
rape.
Cabin in the woods.
It got dark.
It got real dark. Some sea life was involved.
I feel like I should explain how there are 3 inflatable big fish-type creatures.
Anybody
2
who listens
tails,
knows that.
right? One is a orca or killer whale.
They used to
One
be
is
a
shark.
They used to be in our
One is
logo.
a dolphin.
The what?
They used to be in the
The
logo.
orca
For that.
the
is
whale and
on
the shark.
top of the shark,
Everyone's aware.
who is beside the dolphin, and they're just hanging out, looking inappropriate but fun.
No, it's an action shot. They all kind of like.
Yeah, but I thought he like was serious for a second.
That's free will.
I didn't know where we were for a second.
I
I
didn't know
forgot.
I didn't know where it was going with
I
that.
thought we
either,
were
and
like
then
somewhere outside of Basement Place.
I
didn't
think
know
we
there
all
was-
kind of discovered it at the same time. Like, oh.
I was on the same page, but I didn't know where.
I
anybody
knew
else
it was possible, right? I knew
Well,
they
listen
could
to your
all
view. I'm
hook
not
up
even seeing this
somehow,
right
but
I feel like this has taken on a whole turn, like in the movie Cabin in the Woods. This was one
well,
of
then
those
there's like
left-
12
A
more
left
coming up.
turn.
Right turns.
Yes, back in the circle again. Yes.
That was a segue.
I'm glad that at least one of us here had not seen that movie yet. I'm glad that you went in virgin.
You know what that was? That was like
It would have been funny
salvia.
if we
So
had-
wait, if he's
That
the
was like
virgin,
taking salvia.
that means
movie.
that one of us is the whore, one of us is the fool, one of us is The intelligent one of us is the jock-like one.
Uh-oh. There's the exact number of all those people, and now it's
I'll be
gotten
the redhead.
very awkward in this room.
Am I not allowed to be the
He's the
horror
redhead,
jock?
He's the virgin.
All right.
Yeah, I'll be the
You're the
virgin.
virgin? When?
Sure, why not?
This is a multi-dimensional thing too.
Just keep me away from those fucking sea creatures.
Well, I think this mustache screams horror, so I will abate to that.
Your mustache is more mustachy than mine because I have more beard.
You got it,
to
yeah,
counter.
but I got some clippers upstairs if you want to.
I mean, I have clippers as well.
On you? Because that'd
Not
be
on
great.
me.
That'd be great.
I caught a fly ball in Little League one time. I can be the jock.
One time.
I was 10. Yeah.
I'm gonna.
I dropped it.
Just that one time I did make a fool of myself.
Well, we got
Time
we got the fool, and we got what's left?
I'll take the fool because you're better with
the
computers.
longest, right?
So we're I don't know where we're at. What's that leave me?
Whore, jock.
You're Scooby Doo.
You're the
You whore?
You're the smart person.
I'm the whore. Yes, I'm
the fool.
I made out with a mysterious beast.
And I guess
Does that make me Scooby?
this thing.
You're
is,
Scooby. You're Scooby.
No, he's the smart person.
Isn't that
What
Scooby?
do-
Yeah,
what
it's
do I-
Scooby.
You're the real estate
Do
investor.
I have one?
No, Scooby is the.
Are you
Wait.
the jock?
Yeah,
virgin.
exactly.
According to
Oh,
Cabin,
the
according to
virgin, yeah,
Cabin in
for
the Woods,
I'm the virgin.
Jesse Williams
I
played
still remember
the
I
scholar,
still remember catching that
the
fly
intelligent
ball.
one.
I would too.
Ergo, or therefore, or
Man,
whatever I'm
I-
looking for. He
So
represented
are we?
Scooby
Am I
Doo.
adding a
my
different
little
character? Because virgin,
like all my hockey games.
Full or
Whore.
Yeah.
jock.
Whore.
Because you were kind of happy when it
So
happened.
virgin, whore, jock, fool.
Another good one too.
He should be the smart.
Scooby.
No, he should be the smart person.
I know he is.
That was
Scooby. One and the same.
Is it?
Jesse Williams, Scooby Doo, Brett Chaborek,
Had a guy caught in the middle.
and there was Scooby Doo right there. Like, I'm Scooby Doo.
Did you mess my name up on purpose?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I
Yeah.
don't know if we were bringing it full circle. or
After
not
all
there.
these years,
I feel like Chaborek could be like a Dragon Ball Z character.
I've never seen it.
have
you?
No.
Has anyone seen Dragon Ball Z? Am I the only one?
You might be in the minority.
I've never been 100%
Probably.
sure what that is.
Yeah.
Is it a game or a candy?
Should I be upset that you asked me that?
Or
I
drug?
think it's Pez.
Are you the youngest one here?
Is it like Pop Rocks?
I think
Dragon
I am.
Ball Z?
Yeah, no, I am the youngest.
I think
one
it's
here.
some sort of STD.
It's only by a few years.
Sounds like a few of them.
Exotic.
Like a mix. I'm the virgin, so I wouldn't know anything about
Oh
that.
yeah.
About mixing.
No, about mixing STDs.
What about docking?
Oh, I've heard of it.
We've covered that on this podcast.
We've talked about
I heard
that.
you're into it.
That's where I learned about it.
We've had Doc Talk on here.
I definitely learned. I've de-
We gotta set aside
Doc
we gotta set
Talk.
aside 5 minutes of every episode just to have Doc Talk.
No.
What is docking?
Right now, people in the world are
I think
docking.
I've heard it, but I can't remember.
You haven't. You don't know what docking is?
You know what
So,
docking
do
is?
you spell it D-O-C-K?
Yeah. Yeah.
T-O-C-K?
No. Docking, like two ships docking in space.
Is this an Urban
Yes.
Dictionary thing?
Yeah, you want to look it up?
But apparently it's dicks.
Brett
I
will
understood
look it up.
that.
Apparently it's dicks
I
instead.
was wondering if instead of spelling it
That's what I heard.
T-A-L-K, you would go.
Oh,
for
Doc,
the-
like D-A-L-K.
No.
Like a doctor?
So D-O-C-K for dock.
What did you
Yes.
get there on the interweb?
T-O-C-K for top.
Oh, that's much
That's
worse
how
than
you
I could have
spell
ever
dock.
imagined.
I'm on
What,
board.
what do you got? Read it out.
T-A-L-K.
Explain to him. Explain to Kiernan what docking
But
is.
spelling it T-O-C-K would be
That's what I'm
more
trying
crafty.
to
He's
make it
gonna
more
read the
fun.
explanation.
More crafty, like play on
Just
words.
show them whatever
Yes,
terrible
that's what
photos
it
That's
is.
you
what.
have
That's
up
how
there.
it's gets spelled.
I hope so.
Yeah,
That is
click
how-
images.
I feel like it's now
You
just
can
going
order
to
it on a
stop
coffee
I
mug.
brought
Click
this up.
images and
Doc
then just
talk.
don't look, but give it to him.
And the opening is like the tick-tock of a clock,
Yes.
I feel like
and you don't stop.
Steve,
I feel like we
Steve.
don't tell him.
Until you
He's
get
gonna
enough.
express
And we
this
just
to him.
order
I
him the
changed
coffee
the
mug.
song.
This is what's happening.
Can I see the coffee
This is
mug?
that. This is that.
Brett is
Good, I
scrolling
gotta
down.
find
on
it.
We
his
definitely
phone.
have two conversations going on.
Continuing
right
to go
now.
down. Ooh,
That's
slowing down
fine.
faster, slowing down, clicking.
You have no idea what you're
Thumbing,
missing out on.
thumb clicking, scrolling.
I don't think it shows up on mobile.
He's unsure if it shows up on mobile.
That's
I
a
love
shame.
how we use the word mobile.
I should do.
So do you have? Is there an explanation
Yeah,
you can read
there's
to us?
a definition.
Okay,
I just
please
wanted
read
to
it
know.
out loud.
All right.
Kiernan needs to know what docking is.
Have you guessed what it is?
I have some ideas.
Something to do
Can you
with
give your
sailing.
best guess first?
Yes, please.
It's when you fish from the dock and not from the boat.
No, Kale is wrong. Kale's incorrect. But
Kale's
I
definitely
think he
wrong.
threw that answer because I think Kale knows. I think Kale knows.
I'm assuming that this is some kind of sexual reference. So I just imagine a man with a large adult bulge, or husband bulge, sorry.
Nice.
Tying back to the movie. I imagine somebody with a husband bulge of a very large proportion just putting their husband bulge on another person's forehead and just like...
That could be a thing.
There should have been more of a thud.
There's definitely is a name for that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because
Type that
I
into
imagine you
Pornhub.
docking like your
Yeah.
electronic
Yeah.
appliance to the charging station because you're docking it. So you're just kind of like...
Oh.
It's charging.
Can I
That's
read
deep.
Dick?
That was really deep.
Can I read the example first and then
Yeah.
see if you can get the definition?
Yeah,
that's
please,
perfect.
dude.
Yeah, that's perfect.
I like this game.
Yeah, that's perfect.
David and Patrick.
It's always David and Patrick.
Of course.
We all know them.
David and Patrick enjoyed docking immensely because of Patty's stretchy foreskin.
That's so great.
What could it be?
What is docking?
Could you read that one more time, please?
And slow it down just a wee.
Just a tad.
Just
Patty.
away.
David and Patrick enjoyed docking immensely because of Patty's stretchy foreskin.
Can I read it in an Irish accent?
What was going on with Patty's foreskin?
Patty.
It was stretchy.
David and Patrick enjoyed docking immensely because of Patty's stretchy foreskin. You fucking bastard.
Because of the potatoes.
Down the line to the connector.
Oh, the pipes and the connectors. The connectors and the pipes.
In the loins.
And the loins. And the loins and the connectors.
Oh, you have no idea what docking is? Then?
Hold on, I think he's
Get
got
the
it. I
definition
think he's got his face looks like he's got it.
Just give me one more clue. Just think about the foreskin more.
I kind of want to know if there's more clues.
It's not forehead.
besides...
You had it very close with forehead.
I hope there's more. I think
There's more
he knows.
examples.
I think he knows. but
Oh,
there are more
let's have another example.
Man, this one
Patty
doesn't.
again?
I don't know if this one will give you anything, but man, I got drunk last night and was docking with my friend Joey.
Patrick's a slut.
This one just gives it away.
Was that one Irish too?
The rest just give it away.
So you have any? Could you
Give it away.
you have
give it
one more
away,
guess?
give it
Because your
away,
other one
yeah.
was pretty good. Like that. We'll just call the other one foreheading, forehead charging or
What is
something.
this?
I
All right,
think
here's
foreheading
one.
something else like tummy
Here's
sticks.
one. All right.
Oh.
Donna walked in as John and Daniel were docking. Daniel and John became so excited upon Donna entering that wet docking soon followed.
More.
Far too much of the podcast is about dogs.
So dirty.
I saw how much his thumb scrolled, and he just let it go for a while.
Have you met John Paul yet? Oh, you mean
just
Doc
flung
Paul?
it for like 5 minutes?
I now feel like maybe this isn't a sexual reference.
Oh, you're getting colder.
Getting colder. Looks like you're in the pool.
You're fucking freezing.
You've
You're
been in the
freezing.
pool.
By the way, do you know who killed Natalie Wood? Foo Fighters.
It's a bit on the nose.
A, Christopher Walken.
I want
B,
Cal to read this one.
Natalie Wood. And B, C.
I didn't say it killed best.
The ocean.
No, I don't want to read that one. You can pass
It was the ocean. If I'm being
That's
safe,
fine.
it was the
Cal to
ocean.
say this
That one, I just wanted to make
Because
sure that
Walken-
one didn't fully give it away.
Walking
either.
and the other dude were docking.
Read this. Cal.
Docking with Walken. Is that a new
Docking,
segment?
docking with Christopher
Don't read it
Walken.
first.
Yeah,
Just start
read this.
reading.
Yeah, read it out loud right off the bat.
The sentence.
Please.
On mic.
Dock
Yeah.
with me.
The Graceful? That one?
No, make.
Make my foreskin your creamy home and start docking.
One more time, please.
Now there's a file of that, of me saying
one more time. One more time.
No, that's it. That's all they needed.
No. Ask again. Ask one more time.
So somebody else from Billy Madison is watching this. It's Chris Farley.
So now that we're back on it's a sexual thing, what do you think exactly it is?
I mean, if I had to guess,
What you do?
I suppose, but I feel
Hold on, here we go.
that docking refers to the act of anal sex.
One
I can
X.
see where you'd go there.
2 X's. Two X's.
That was a
They're obviously
multiple
families
meaning.
getting ready for the studio.
I agree. I agree how I could see how you could go there.
Is
Too.
it like?
We really got away from the movie.
Do you want to give him some more examples?
I
This is-
feel
that's
like maybe
fine.
it's like one
Isn't that-
guy putting his penis into another guy.
Oh, you're getting warmer.
Ish.
What? Hold on. Shh, hold on. Let him repeat what you said.
Like one guy putting his penis into another guy's penis.
You're like 95% there.
You're so hot right now.
It's
not hot enough.
That handsome.
Thank you.
Yes.
That Kiernan. He's so hot right now.
So
I feel like I
dockable.
should just like move closer. Like get lucky tonight. So I don't have it.
Do you want?
It's
You're so close.
I
right.
found the definition that I want.
So what do you guys
that
think
I'll
of the
read,
movie?
but-
All right, wait. But before you do, Stephen Cale, just show him.
Do a Shearon story.
There to a Shearon
Or you
Yeah.
can stand up, get it right.
So they're
Yes.
showing Kiernan
Yes.
how docking works right now.
Right.
Yes.
Okay, Kale, give me that eyes wide shut mask.
One of you be uncircumcised?
I don't think it matters. You just have to be forceful.
Okay. So you just gotta want it?
I guess this is
I
what happens
think
when
so.
you
I
don't
think
get
that's how
first
that
in the
works.
room.
Docking has to be consensual.
But it's not a very. It's not a very
Well, I
widely
think,
known.
Easy,
thing.
Ray.
I don't know if you
I
could
didn't
do
know.
it if somebody was resisting.
It's fairly new.
No, this post's from
Like trying to do eye
2003.
surgery while somebody's
That's
doing
It's
not
fairly
new.
new.
So
It's
weird.
fairly new. That's 21st
Are you
century.
You raped
in
you.
your
I don't
old
know
age
if
getting
he docked
senile?
me.
21st century. That's 21st century. It's fairly new.
He's using hand gestures, so he must be right.
It takes a lot to get something to catch.
I'm pretty sure they were doing this in the Navy a long time ago.
Docking?
What is it called if you do
That's
put your
who named
penis
it.
in a
Hey, obviously,
dude's pee hole? Is there a
obviously
word for that?
Obviously, that's who named it. Docking.
This isn't live, is it?
It's live on YouTube
Is
right
this
now.
like the Christian radio channel?
Yeah, we're experimenting with live.
I meant to actually do that.
All right.
I was gonna try to
I
do
was
that
gonna
one
say
day.
the
Just
Christian
just shoot like
radio
5
Yeah.
minutes worth of live video on like Instagram or something.
If there's a
You're so
Christian
close with
radio
what you
show
said. I
I
mean,
racist shit or
that
something.
speaks like we have been
I
speaking,
don't want to sully my Instagram.
I feel like everyone needs to listen to that
What?
radio show.
Yeah.
What's that?
If there's a Christian radio show that discusses what we've been discussing and speaks like we have been speaking,
Biblical docking
everyone needs to watch that show.
would be the ark.
Are you saying there is or if there
No, I'm
is?
saying if there is.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Just someone like praising Jesus and then talking about penises going into penises.
Like dock talking?
Like left turning.
Talking
like the
dock.
movie cabin in the
Talking
woods.
dock! That's it.
Yeah.
I thought it was dock talk.
Dock talk.
He was docking with walking.
We're going to dock
Chris-
around the clock
Christopher
tonight.
And then he writes his first book.
Christopher Walken
Called
docks
Talking
with a different
Doc.
person every week.
His nickname is Doc. Everyone calls him
Christopher
Doc.
Walken
Who are we
docks.
talking about?
COC.
And then he kills
you. I don't know.
He kills you
Oh.
and dumps you in the
Is this the new name of the podcast? Doc Talk?
So you don't tell anybody.
I think so. And a fictional character hosting this.
Stab me right in the eyes.
Hi, I'm Doc.
She took her last
Welcome
breath.
to Doc Talk. We've been talking Doc over here.
The lungs filled with the water.
We're gonna start talking about Doc now.
Walking.
And then it's
Bobby
Doc,
just stood
Doc,
there and
Doc.
watched.
Walking isn't docking.
All right,
So-
you want to just read it?
So does he?
Bi-weekly.
Yeah, I feel like I should read it.
But
Okay.
you got to read it again without reading it first and just continuously.
I just see this big bold with word docking.
Well, I think I'm trying to. Do you think this is the best one?
Which one?
The top definition.
I feel like you
Just
should
show
give me
him
the
a
most
picture.
basic-
Show him a
most
picture.
basic
Alright,
one,
ready?
and
Don't
then
be a
something
pussy, show him a
work from
picture.
there.
Yeah, it sums it up in the first sentence.
Yeah,
Would
but
you-
I
would
think
you
you
guys
need to
dock with
read.
those
Keep
zombies?
reading. Just keep
Okay,
reading
so I will
this
start
Oh, you
reading.
crazy?
just this paragraph,
The top one?
the top one.
Just stab you in the back. They love stabbing in the back. What is with that? Oh, are you gonna read
I
it?
dock with a merman.
I don't think you can.
Uh,
He's fish on the bottom.
I'm not even gonna tell you that
Sure.
that's still weird.
What merman?
So do we know
Is
what?
that offensive?
I haven't read it yet.
towards
I was
Norman?
told that I have
Yeah.
something cold.
I
Okay,
identify
all right.
as a mermaid.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, then I'm sorry.
The act of talking is when one man stretches the foreskin of his penis over another man's penis. Talking will result in a more satisfactory orgasm.
I gotta go, guys.
I don't.
A more satisfactory orgasm.
And what?
We just need
Compared to what orgasm?
What happens next?
Is there like a that to anal number?
I only got to the first sentence. This is all new to me after the first sentence. All right, hold on. Cue the storm in the background and the soft post-processing.
So would you have ever thought that's what docking was?
Hold on. He still has to read it. Hold on. Sexy furnace turns
He's
on.
gathering himself.
Docking's big. It's
He has to
a
think
hard
about his
thing to
whole
learn.
He's gonna need more time now.
Okay, hold on. Shh. You too, furnace. You too.
Talking.
Sorry,
I believe in you.
There's sexy music playing in the background right now. Don't worry.
Pillow talk with Alan Alman.
I like the idea of a storm.
It's Alan Alman
Like
talking.
I'm gonna put one in.
Alan Alman talking about talking.
Saxophone, maybe.
Talking will result in a more satisfactory orgasm if one or both men ejaculate.
Don't try to be sexy. Just be sexy.
Yeah, you'll get more docking that way.
You're so close.
You're at the finish line.
And I heard when you get there, it's more satisfactory.
That was your
Oh, shh.
If one or both men ejaculate a bit during or before the act.
The problem is I'm not reading ahead.
So complicated docking.
I think that's the best way to read it.
You get it? Ahead? You get it?
Don't worry, Brigham. I'll put in laughter, canned laughter.
Oh,
right there.
please do. Just one. Just one.
Too much semen will make it more awkward to move around inside the man's foreskin. The end. I hope you all could hear that.
And that concludes.
Really? That makes it more. But first it says. Wait.
Somebody read all those with as walking.
Okay, it says like come a bit.
The
but
act
don't
of
come
docking
too much
is
because
when
it
one
makes it.
male stretches the foreskin of his penis
Yeah.
over another man's penis. Docking will result in a more satisfactory orgasm if one or both men ejaculate a bit during or before the
Keyword.
act.
A bit.
Too much semen will make it more awkward to move around inside the man's foreskin.
What
That is
the
much easier to read when I'm not trying to whisper it like a jackass.
That's so strange, man. Like, just come a bit, but not stop.
I was gonna have him
Stop.
Cut it off.
I was gonna have him
Okay,
read
now
this
do it.
one instead, but I
That's
liked
strange,
where that
man.
went. But I just liked the ending of this one. The fun act of placing the head of one's penis inside the foreskin of another's penis in the bathroom of Walmart.
Oh, yeah, that's where it originated, I believe.
Why bring Walmart into this at all?
I didn't write it.
Well, that concludes
Pretty much the
this
movie
week's
was a
Dog
metaphor
Talk.
for Walmart.
This podcast brought to you by Walmart.
Wow. And the Ben docking. I guess I'm too old. But, no.
Is it done now? Wow. Steven.
What?
Don't come too much. Hi. How are you? Crazy shit.
So Cabin in the Woods.
So, like, have you guys ever seen that movie before, or like what? Have you guys seen Cabin in the Woods before?
Oh, you're talking to the audience.
No, I'm talking to you guys.
Are you sure? Because that's what I thought at first, and then I thought I was being smart and including into the fact that you were talking to the audience.
I thought that too, because you know damn well I haven't seen that movie.
Still,
I see what you did there. I feel like if I had made that joke, you would have told me to get out.
No, that was. I'm over it. You can stay.
You totally redeemed yourself.
Yes. Now what? You're the moderator.
I don't know.
That is true.
I had nothing planned. We have 2 people left.
Did they leave, or
I don't know where they. I don't know where
briefly
they've gone.
excuse themselves for a break?
I don't know where they've gone.
That tie is reminding me of polka dot shorts, and it's kind of creepy, just hanging there.
Are those decorations, or are those just your jackets?
Those are my everyday jackets.
Are you trying to communicate with the Upside Down?
Okay, so now that you're back down here, and after we've seen the movie, when they go down to that basement and they make their choices to
How they're gonna die?
How they're gonna die, yes. This is pretty much that basement.
I feel like this is that basement 100 years from now.
Okay.
Because all that stuff in the movie's basement was old.
Super antique.
Yes.
And where you're saying in the near to distant future, if that makes any sense.
Yes.
This would be more antique.
So
Yes.
what are
The
some
Slimer.
The PlayStation 2.
what are some of the things that would happen by picking things up in your basement?
Ooh, now we're on to a discussion.
What would happen with the disco ball?
I think we just bring disco back, and wouldn't that be scary enough?
So are we set on this being a horror movie scenario?
Yeah, I think we should kind of stay on the theme. I mean, like, we got that owl skeleton.
I'm just suggesting another theme would be to take a left turn and put it into a different genre.
Okay, go for it.
So we could go.
Comedy would be too easy.
You could do, but what if you made it a romantic comedy?
What about a Victorian period piece?
A Victorian period romantic comedy with a 90s music in it, just to throw it on its head.
Like who? Like Poe and the Gandharvas?
I was thinking
And
like
Poe.
Oz Lerman's Romeo and Juliet. It's all like new Malibu stuff, but with old words.
I gotcha.
So just juxtaposing one with the other.
Okay, I follow. I really think it'd be more entertaining if you picked these up and it would be a horror movie, because I don't know how to translate romantic comedy.
Yeah, I had nowhere to go after a Victorian period piece.
Fine, I'll make it horror.
Well, I think Slimer would be obvious. It would just be Slimer down here, which would get real messy.
Or slimy.
We got the soup Nazi behind him, and I feel
What would
he
happen
should-
with the can
I wish
of
I knew
Coke?
enough about football to make a joke about the 49ers.
Well, that's you just did.
Yeah, you call yourself a Packer fan. What would happen with a Coca-Cola puzzle can that's missing one piece?
I know this is on you, Brett. You go.
It-
Puzzle.
Oh, that's not a real can?
Jigsaw puzzle. You
No, it is a puzzle can.
You push
that is
one
missing
button.
one piece.
You push one button
I don't
on
know.
that thing and they all fall off.
You're just
I
forced to
believe
watch
it's on the bottom,
advertisements.
and I believe I almost did it.
Go for it, man. We're on air. This is live.
I don't feel like putting that back together.
No, I'll do it. It's so worth it. I don't think I've done it since I got it. I don't even think I've ever done it.
What does it do?
You push a button on the bottom of it and all the pieces fall off.
So, future episode idea.
Hold on. I'm going to film it. Do it.
Okay, whoa, wait.
I'll give it back.
Future episode idea.
Oh, I got you.
You film one of these podcasts, and you don't...
No, do it right there.
I'm not doing it right now.
Come on.
You're not listening to my idea.
Okay, go for it.
Okay, put your phone away. So, future episode. The video, the entire thing.
Yeah. The entire episode,
Yeah,
you mean?
but you do it in a more well-lit area.
Okay.
So you have the main table.
So more Christmas lights, okay.
Yes. You have the main table, or...
It's coffee. It's a coffee table. It's a coffee table.
Everyone's
Box.
around there. But then in the background,
It's really coffee.
you have maybe some Israeli coffee, or maybe some Colombian coffee.
Whoa.
I don't know if you just said Israeli coffee, but that's what I heard. Anyways,
you said Israeli.
No,
Yeah,
I know
I'm
I did, but I thought I was repeating it. Anyway, so main table, 4 people. Background, another table that's well lit, and you don't mention it at all. You don't address it. You don't address the person sitting there. You say nothing.
Yeah.
So the entire time you just go about your business, having a conversation. In the background, that person has the puzzle. And they're trying to put it together one piece at a time, the way you put together a puzzle. Unless the puzzle pieces are stuck together, then sometimes it's more than one at a time. Anyways, I digress. So, the person's in the back. And just going at it, trying to put this puzzle piece together. And all of a sudden, he just stands up and screams, and none of you pay attention. None of you pay attention that he just finished the puzzle stuff and screamed.
Have you been, hold on.
Have
you been doing a puzzle this whole night and we just didn't know?
And then
Did
you
finish
have
the puzzle?
him come.
Did you bring a puzzle?
And you guys just act like he's not there. And so that all of the audience members will think that they're watching a ghost behind you. And that's how I tied it back to horror.
What was that from? The Coke can?
What does this have to do with the Coke can? Oh, that's the puzzle.
That's the puzzle.
That's the puzzle.
I got that entire idea from the Coke.
That's good.
That was awesome.
I have no idea what's going on.
Okay, so what we posed was that we're contrasting this basement to the basement from Cabin in the Woods.
All right.
So
And
for
the
instance,
More Christmas lights.
The question was
And less
posed that
voodoo- less voodoo.
what would happen to us in this house
Hopefully.
if we picked up something, an item in this
so if
basement.
you picked
Pick
up
up the whale and-
polka dot short
Picked up the
straw,
whale and acted
yeah.
like it was blowing you, then
Well, then a whale would just crash to the
A
wall.
whale
I
just come in
would
and
feel,
eats you.
right? What else would it be? A whale would crash to the wall.
I
right?
guess. Some stuff, I guess, would probably be a little on the nose. But
you'd have to pick up like the
You'd have
Jeff,
to
you'd have to
think
pick
of-
up the Jeff Goldblum and like fondle him a bit, and then when he touches his dick, and then like it sets off like a curse, and that owl comes and gets you.
What would happen
I-
if you picked up the Homer Simpson
on your thing,
doll that is behind Brett?
I'm afraid of that.
Homer
I'm
Simpson?
afraid of that mask without
you
the
were
glasses
talking
on
about,
it. Just
just
the,
happening
This could be
behind
anything.
the empty eye holes are so
I
terrifying.
was kind of
I
thinking.
know. This could land on anything and fuck shit up. Like, imagine this.
Right? Yeah. Wow. Yeah.
I was picturing.
Mask owl.
The mask on the skeleton owl.
I was picturing
Mask owl.
two cabins in the woods, like kind of close-ish to each
Are
other,
they
where they can see
adjacent?
each other.
Competing.
Adjacent, but
across
a
the
little
street?
down the way.
Can they see each other, or is most
You
of
can
the
see
brush...
one through the window, and in one, you just have a family sitting there, playing board games the whole time.
Let's
Through
go.
the window, you see the other cabin, and just watch all this shit happening to everybody.
Just like for sport?
It's 10 grand. 10 grand.
It's just
a weekend for
happening
that place.
at the other cabin.
So
Oh,
are
you
you
don't
watching-
even have this planned.
Are you watching everything, or are you just seeing outside the window?
Just out the window.
So
And this
like,
family's
okay,
just
so
sitting there
now is
playing,
the
like-
other house like rotating around, so you're seeing different things? Is it all glass?
I
Is
feel like it's
everything
just-
just happening in one
Just
room of the other cabin?
Oblivious family at this one cabin. Everything else happening outside the window.
I know, but that's what I'm trying to clarify because
to watch
they're
this
just there.
thing. Okay.
if it's just there and that's where the camera's set up and looking through the windows
It's
of
not
the
a movie.
audience.
It's no camera.
Oh, it's just
It's just happening.
Oh, okay.
That's such a Dennis Reynolds thing. There's no movie. There's no camera.
You haven't thought of the film.
So, like, if you could only see that one window, so that's even more terrifying that you're only seeing a fraction of what's going on. Like, every now and then you'll see a zombie walk by chasing a human. What was that? And then, like, 20 minutes later, you see them go the other way. Like,
Spray of blood on the window.
what's going on? What's going on?
Chasing through the yard a bit and then back into the house, and then you can't.
What do you mean, what's going on? You did not pass go.
I don't know, man. Because these child mannequins would freak me the fuck out.
Yeah, especially with those masks.
Yeah.
They're a little on the nose.
Actually, I don't know if I think the masks make them more human. Like their
That's what I
faceless
mean.
heads are even creepier.
Because if you has to be the
A
whale,
whale,
right?
yeah. Or a series of whales.
What if it was Street Sharks? Do you remember that cartoon? They were like sharks, but one was a whale.
Did they
even
walk?
though They were called Street Sharks. But one was a whale, and they had like humanoid bodies, but like a shark head because they were teenagers
I think
in
so.
Hollywood that got mutated like the Ninja Turtles.
I think so.
Like reverse.
It's like that episode of the
Oblongs. I'm
Yeah,
also
is that what
thinking
you're
of that
thinking
too. You ever see the Oblongs?
Yeah, that show.
You ever see that?
Did the voice. It was
No.
the main character guy. He had no arms or legs, and
Is that why he was oblong?
Yeah.
The whole family is like, they live on like a toxic waste like area.
Everybody
so.
has like a different deformity or whatever. So he gets like this like robot suit thing that he just like put, his body goes into.
Now it sounds
it's
like
just arms
Pickle
and
Rick.
legs. It's like arms and legs, like just like metal,
Long before.
And he has it for a while, then he gets all like cocky or something, so then he like gets rid of it. And he just like turns it on and lets it go walk into the ocean, and then like he does like a final scene and walks away, and then you just see the shark come out of the ocean wearing the suit, and he just runs up and starts punching people and grabbing people.
Okay, see, and then like years ago we got into this discussion, like, you know how fucked we would be? Sharks had legs
or wings
or wings.
they were
wings.
like hawks.
Wings was the most terrifying thing.
Yeah.
So
It
basically,
gave
Talons, it had talons and a shark
Sharknado.
head.
If they can breathe in air long enough and if they can fly, I'm never leaving the house again. In fact, they might as well be a dragon.
Okay, but at the same time, you could say, what if humans? What if humans? Oh, I said that wrong. Anyways,
humans. Did you let your alien self slip?
It's the South Park alien humanoids. Human dollars. I mean dollars.
If humans could just go underwater and have machinery that they could hold that would actually propel itself underwater the way a bullet would in air, you say the exact same thing about sharks, or you could say the exact same thing about humans that you were saying about sharks. Because we could fuck up a shark because we have thought. Or the ability to think.
But if they have wings, like they're a wild card, they don't even have to have thought, which makes them more dangerous.
But we could just shoot them down.
It's true.
Yeah, but I mean, wings, yes,
Same with, like, mountain
I'd
lions
be
and
pretty
bears,
scared of
like,
a shark with
you can
wings.
just shoot a bear, but like a
But
lot of people still
a
die
shark
by
with
it.
legs. What difference?
It depends on the ratio.
does
If it's
that
like
lion?
that, if it's like,
Oh, we're not talking about
human
legs anymore. I forgot about
population,
Oh,
versus
okay,
bear
legs out of the water.
population, pretty
Okay,
sure.
but if they have
Yeah,
the combo,
that'd be huge for sure. If there's like a
well,
war,
legs
yeah.
and wings.
Yeah.
Legs and wings. Like aggression.
However, if there was the same amount of bears on
We're
Earth
talking
as
about
there are
sharks or
humans,
KFC.
I would
I
pay
think so.
per view that.
Like, talking about people, right? Yeah, we're all fucked once sharks develop wings, and I think to be
Once
more,
they do.
to be more realistic, they would still have to go
A
in the
couple hundred
ocean,
years.
but they develop a way to stay in air for a while. But they're just around the salty areas. They're
They
just
can do
around like
both, yeah.
shore.
There's like
towns.
seagulls,
It's not just like
Taco Bell wrappers. And shit.
yeah, they're
The
the
scavengers.
22nd century
It'll probably
seagulls.
be the end of my lifetime when that
Just shooting
happens.
them away.
So
you don't think it's gonna happen?
well, at the end of my lifetime.
Who do we got here? Do we got a special guest?
I think so.
Do we have Mark? Are you guys gonna meet
I
Mark?
think Mr. Mark's coming down.
Oh shit.
Oh, here's left.
Mark. Mark Murphy.
How you doing?
Mark, share mic.
Have a seat.
Here, grab me a beer.
And now the docking begins.
Oh, no, I'm out.
All right. Goodbye, Mark. Dun, dun, dun.
You start talking, I'm out, dude. It's a social experiment, man.
Mark,
We identify as
Hey, brother, how
doctors.
you been?
Fuck, I haven't seen you in so long.
it's been a while. This
Sorry,
is.
did I say that? Shit.
Oh, he's
Kiernan,
there.
Mark.
Kiernan.
Kiernan, Jesus, that's a seriously almost doctor.
You're
It's
Close,
close.
close.
Yeah.
That's a
It's how I pictured it.
Kiernan.
guess.
I would have never figured that out, man.
Hey,
Someone told me.
Irish.
guess what his last name is? That's right.
Oh, I'm Murphy, so I'm gonna go. Murphy?
There you go. And this is my cousin Brett right here.
Nice to meet you, brother. You gotta wear those for a moment.
Your handle isn't as serious. Your handle isn't as serious.
Yeah, Steve, let's take a
All right.
picture.
Grab the mic, Mike.
Is it?
Grab the mic, Mark.
Oh, wait. Oh, geez. Oh, no.
Where's the mic?
Here, Mark. I am not doing anything until I have a drink. Bye-bye. See it. I said no.
She got
It's
real
the
weird.
I said good
glasses.
day.
It's the gla- Well, fix your
I
drink,
said good
man.
day.
What are you waiting for?
Because I have these on. I can't
Christmas
take a
is
drink with
coming.
These on, Jesus. Somebody handed it
Christmas
to me.
is
You
almost
did.
here.
Imagine that. You handed me these.
I did hand them to you. These actually, if you wear these, you don't get docked. But
I
you
did.
chose to give them up.
Well, he's lucky because he just missed Doc Talk. We're not talking Doc anymore.
I see.
God, thank God.
Clearly. Also, that movie we just watched is
I only
crazy.
thought of it.
Do you remember what the movie was called?
Yeah, Cabin in the Woods.
Mark, have you seen Cabin
Why,
in the
did you
Woods?
think I forgot?
Cabin in the
I was
Woods.
just checking.
No, I have not seen Cabin in the Woods.
Get out!
We'll watch it.
All right.
Get out!
Just put it on.
Cabin in the Woods. Hang on.
I want a movie
Cabin.
called Kevin in the Woods.
Cabin.
It's Home Alone. It's
I
a
like-
real,
I like
it's
the
a real
movie.
Home Alone.
I was kind of concerned, actually. Jesus, Kevin.
Oh
in the
my
Woods.
god,
What's
could you
up?
imagine if Home Alone 3 was set at a cabin?
Ah, crap.
That's what I want Cabin in the Woods. to
Kevin
be.
in the Woods.
Just Kevin in the Woods.
Oh my god, we have to make that happen.
Kevin now.
Somebody get
Macaulay
Macaulay
Culkin
Culkin's agent.
now.
You throw any dollar
We
amount
would
at
also
him
settle for
that he
Rory
wants, you
Culkin, or
give
sorry,
it to him.
Kieran
No
Culkin.
makeup trailer. Just I want him to walk on the set and just start filming. As is.
Kevin in the Woods. Oh my god.
Who would he fight?
Harry and
In this list. Who would be the best for him to go after?
Oh yeah, there's a list of.
I think
I mean, you should have like a Joe Pesci on
There's a
there.
list of characters. Okay,
I think
among
you
the
have to have
possible
Joe
choices.
Joe Pesci's pretty scary.
Among the possible, scary how? Like scary funny or scary
Scary like with
intimidating how?
zombies. Scary like he'll break a
All
legs
right.
with a baseball bat.
Among the possible choices on the facilities betting board are following: werewolf, alien beast, mutants,
You should have put this in a chart. Why didn't you put this in a chart?
zombies. It's behind Brett's head. Reptilius, clowns, witches, sexy witches, demons. Hellord. Hellord was the guy with the saw in his head.
Oh yeah, we were gonna talk about that guy.
And
Lebo
Angry-
from
The guy that looked like he was in a what cover band?
Lebo from Hogan
Ramstein?
Churros.
No, he
The
said
little
something
French
else
guy.
first.
Cure.
I forget.
You
He's
should
a
do
metal man.
Lebo from the Hogan Churros.
Angry molesting tree. I remember that pouring out of one of the elevator doors.
Oh yeah.
Giant snake. I think that giant snake is one of my favorites.
Where's the machine that had the saws?
Oh, I think
It
I
was
know
like
what
a
you're talking
robot.
about.
It
I feel
did
like.
some damage.
Do you know what a deadite is? Because I read that was like an Evil Dead.
Deadite? That's from.
Isn't that what they
Evil
call?
Dead.
Oh yeah. That's what that would be. Is that like an Evil Dead zombie or
Yeah,
an Evil
that's
Dead
what they call
fan?
it.
Seriously.
I think that's what they call the zombies.
Okay.
But it could be
Mummy,
wrong.
the Bride.
Whenever a beer is done.
I don't remember
do it
the
like
Bride.
this, And then everybody knows you can.
The Scarecrow folk.
But can we go back? How different do you think the movie would have been with Angry
Sorry,
Molesting
one
Tree being released on them?
The main antagonist?
Do you think it would just be one, or do you think it'd be just all trees? Just like it's hiding behind the other trees, and every time they turn around, look at it, just turns into like a solid tree.
Or young Kevin versus Angry Molesting Tree.
Yeah.
What about
There's actually Kevin in here. Hold on.
It's a good movie.
Yeah, there's a message about Kevin being on the board because it was an ode to Kevin from not 300 Sin City that Elijah Wood
Kevin's in
played.
the Woods.
Is in there
Kevin in the
somewhere.
woods. And like a snowman. Just wait a bit, you know? If a snowman's chasing after you,
Just walk away gracefully.
well, there was a,
Just wait a
That's
bit.
what I never understood about Night of the Living Dead. Have you ever seen like the original Night of the Living Dead where they just like they're all limping towards you? You know? They have like no strength whatsoever. It's not even scary. Like you can just walk away.
but like,
Great.
and it was the summertime too. How is a snowman going to survive all that?
Yeah.
Would they?
They had to turn up the heat so that girl could have sex.
Yeah.
Oh, they probably turned the heat down.
It's just winter now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all of a sudden snowing.
Like
Well,
in
it's
the
not weird at
We're
all.
just having sex in 90-degree weather. What happened?
Maybe a little.
But they were drugged to make it think that it was normal. Like, oh yeah, of course it's snowing now.
I thought I worked on Monday. It's the winter.
We should split up and investigate those.
I gotta get Christmas presents.
You get to work on Monday.
Dragon bat. Oh, that was the thing that crashed into the control
Yep.
room. Vampires, dismemberment goblins,
What were
sugar
those?
plum
Did we see
fairy.
those? I don't remember those.
I think dismemberment goblins were the ones in the lobby when it was all just bloody and they were just like ripping things apart.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
I don't remember. none.
Sugar plum fairy,
You've seen it?
merman. I don't know what the reanimated is. Is that like the people that have come back to life, like a Frankenstein monster type
Maybe.
thing? Unicorn. Unicorn was one of the greatest ones.
Script.
What's Huron?
I don't know.
Bullet points.
Got it.
Sasquatch,
What was that?
Wendigo,
What
Yeti.
was that little girl with a mouth for her face?
Is it on
teen
here?
girl.
We have the same problem too.
Like a ballerina girl or some shit.
Could she have been Jack-o'-lantern?
Jack-o'-lantern seems like it would be like someone with a pumpkin on its head.
Who is Huron?
That's
I don't
what I was
know.
saying.
Shit, Mark.
Maybe that's the dancer with the teeth face.
Maybe.
I don't know. Like I would
some
think
Greek
it
god or
might
something.
have.
Was there a giant, or is that they mean like
You
the
know,
hand that comes out of the
I
ground?
want to.
there
Can
was-
Kevin in the Woods? Can Kevin be the bad guy?
No, there's
He's on here as Kevin.
No, I
there's a-
feel like it would be better if he
He's the
wasn't
very
the bad
last.
guy. Actually,
One
no.
of the
I
last.
feel like it would be
There's-
best as a high tension type scenario where he is both the good guy and the bad guy, and it's a really stupid twist ending with an awesome use of a Muse song.
and the fallout was a spoiler for the film High Tension. I know. I think there's an explanation for who they explain who Kevin is, don't they?
I don't
Yeah,
I already
Yeah.
said that.
Kiernan read it.
Got it.
I didn't read
Right.
it. I
Or
just
said it anyways.
I
but
read
yeah.
it earlier.
Yeah.
It's on the second page.
Watch the movie. Brigham had never seen it before.
Yeah,
So we just
plus
watched
No,
it.
it's number.
So on the mic,
four.
Greg,
Mike
Unless
even
there's
got
more.
me to
No,
talk
it
about
is.
Great.
Did you like-
It is number 4 on the second page.
I'll take them both.
Mike, well, he might.
No, I'm good. Thanks.
You won't see. It's like
No.
Mike.
No.
I need.
Oh, it's mine.
So there are 2 points about Kevin. I read the one on the second page. That
So
is
would you
third.
say that
Bite
Cabin
me,
in the Woods
Brigham.
is a good movie?
I'm
You
just
should have
kidding,
sneezed, Mike. Like,
I'm just
you
kidding.
say it.
Yes, I would.
It's
I can see why a lot of people wouldn't think that, but it's way too
Oh, he's
complex.
from the.
Right.
Okay, interesting.
That's what I said.
It's
Are you-
like
Well, I was
really.
reading.
Are you
well,
gonna
I think
watch it
while you
with
were
the
reading
wife?
that, I was reading the first one.
I would, yeah. I would. But like, it's
Although I like it better.
some of those scenes I'd like to watch in slow mo. You know, because like I saw that
What
snake,
if it was
but there was
Marty
other shits in
McFly?
every direction. You know.
Shit, that top.
And Kevin McAllister.
There was some sort of like flying fairy thing, and it just had like this
What would
top
Marty
half of a
McFly
person.
do?
Yeah, I
They
saw
just-
that. Maybe
There's
that
just like
was
arms and a torso and a head, and they were like spinning around, and all this blood was pouring out of it.
Date his mom.
I think that was the flying
That chick
purple
got
people
warped.
eater some
Maybe.
shit.
The purple monkey dishwasher.
That's why they left
Whoa.
Kevin.
purple monkey dishwasher, nice.
This is his
Oh,
friend
we're trying to
Marty.
discover why Kevin's in the woods.
Marty.
Buddy, well done.
Well, they all get together
Right,
after
right,
it,
as well.
it just, or Lost in New York just turned 25, so it's been 25 years since they've all seen each other. They're getting back together, you know, at a family cottage, of course. Oh wait, John Hurt died.
Well, they can reanimate him.
Like a hologram?
Well, like
Just, or like
Tupac.
just like back
Like Tupac,
like they
yeah.
did in Back to the Future 2, because they didn't get Crispin Glover.
Yeah.
They just get a body double, hang him upside down. Yeah, he's just like.
I didn't know that until like 3 years ago that wasn't Crispin Glover.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a huge dispute with his contract.
I
He
read
wanted
about
more.
that.
He wanted more, and they're like,
Crispin Glover's worth every penny he asked for.
He's like, I'm sorry, Crispin Glover. Is your name Michael J. Fox?
Be funny one of these days.
It is Crispin Glover.
Crispin Glover is a fucking genius.
Is he gonna freeze himself?
Crispin Glover fucked his career with that move.
Glover.
Crispin Glover.
I think he coughed. He coughed a little.
Crispin.
He punched
Crispin
the.
I don't
Glover.
know this person. So
Crispin Glover?
I mean, I know Brigham. Yeah, I don't know. Crispin.
Back to the Future? George
Oh,
McFly?
right, yeah, right.
Yeah, he destroyed his life with demanding more than Michael J. Fox.
What you got,
He
Kieran?
had
What you
that
got?
one movie where he controlled or could speak to rats.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was
Willard?
Yeah.
Willard. Willard?
Yeah, it was Willard, but you know what? It's not Back to the Future. He fucked himself, that guy. He's a strange
I don't.
dude.
Yeah, I don't think he cares, man. He is.
I
off
think
the
he
wall.
does
He's
for a
he
bit,
is
like-
off the planet.
He must care. He
What are
wanted
some
like, he
other
wanted more
movies that
money.
Crispin Glover is in?
He played Andy Warhol, didn't he? Or something?
Probably a few
In,
times.
just in life, like
Yeah.
just walking
He's
down the
Chris-
street.
He's him every Halloween, like, oh, Crispin's here. He just keeps showing up to these
Is
parties.
he Andy again? Well, just turn around and see.
He's crazy.
He's dressed as a can of soup now.
What kind of soup?
Oh, usually the chicken noodle, wasn't it?
I loved Men in Black 3 with the Andy Warhol.
Well, that was Bill Hader, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was great.
It's an ocean orgy.
I want to take a picture and then just send it.
Where?
We discussed
Just out
that.
Just out there, man.
And also,
Like,
I
why
actu-
is that like that?
I actually
you all have to
brought
watch
it up and
Jim and Andy, the
Humping
documentary.
fest
I watched that
Just a
yesterday.
thumbs up.
It's a hump
Isn't it
fest
crazy?
For those of you listening,
I have like
Shark
a man crush on Andy Kaufman.
attention.
Like Andy Kaufman was genius. As a matter of fact, like Tony Clifton, I can't get enough of Tony
Oh, I know.
Clifton.
And it was
Oh,
hard.
hi, Kaufman. Like I love it. Like
But just like putting yourself in Andy's parents' and sister's shoes when they're talking to Jim as Andy.
yeah, that's it's kind of, to me, it blew me away.
Yeah.
I watched it a few times now, and it's like, what the fuck? Nobody knew how to handle him. He didn't even know. He was clearly like in another world during that.
Are you guys talking about the Andy and Jim documentary?
Yeah.
Have you guys watched it?
Yeah.
I haven't watched it yet.
Thoughts?
Oh man.
Can you give anything away without? I've never seen it either. I haven't seen it yet. Either.
I mean, you can't ruin it, man. It's like you can say whatever you want, but
Jim Carrey.
Oh.
Jim Carrey lost it. You know, like he was.
What's your guys'
Andy
thoughts on?
Kaufman.
Yeah, what's your guys' thoughts on that? On him?
On
Jim
Jim
Carrey?
Carrey?
Have you heard him lately? Like, just talk. He's very.
It's brilliant.
I think he.
But diplomatically put it, he's very spiritual.
I think he broke through.
He did ayahuasca, man.
Whatever that is. Like.
Well, that's what it seems like. Ever since he did
I'm envious.
ayahuasca, he's just been like, I'm not even here. I don't even
Like
exist.
the awards show thing was awesome. Just like.
Yeah.
Not for her.
It's just awesome how
Well, just seeing her
it's just
reaction.
awesome how he looks like the crazy one. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's the crazy one in this.
I know. Yeah. It just seems like ever since he tried that stuff, he
seems happy.
He got learned,
How
man.
did he try?
ayahuasca.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
Brigham, would you like to fill him in?
It's
don't fill me in.
it's a psychedelic.
It's DMT, but for 10 hours. Or
Yeah,
whatever.
it's
You know what
like
it
Amazon
You know what it is?
rainforest shit. It's
Dude, I'm not doing that.
it'll cure you.
All right. So go.
Yeah, it'll cure
So
ya.
okay. So not everyone knows what it is here. So explain it.
Explain it.
It's, like
What
it's a
is
drink.
it?
It's a drink, right?
Yeah, they drink it.
See, I thought it was something you smoke.
It's something from like tree bark, and you
smoke
have to mix it with
DMT.
something else so that it like.
I thought it
Yeah.
came from a frog.
No,
Okay.
but DMT, like
As
they
you- as you
take
work
it like
out.
religious ceremonies and
It's
like
like a tea from tree bark. Or
basically, you know,
Psychedelic events.
you'll drop your ego and see. Basically,
Psychedelic
you'll relive your life. You'll figure out if you, like all the points you were an asshole.
Doesn't it? It only
Yeah.
lasts like 10 minutes too.
It's gonna last
No,
me
this
fucking
lasts
8
hours.
Yeah, I was an asshole
Hours.
a lot.
And then
Yeah.
you're supposed to like trip out and see some other dimensions.
Yeah, people feel like rebirth and shit.
Wow.
The turnoff for me is that you're most likely bound
I'm
to
gonna
shit
try it.
to shit your pants.
If you don't,
Yeah.
prepare
I'm
properly,
still gonna try it.
if you don't prepare
And if
properly,
he hasn't
That sounds
looked into
cool.
something like this before,
Like,
and
if it'll,
he's this big celebrity, I can only imagine the self-reflection you would go through.
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, I'm sure he
the
did.
memories that he has.
And like,
Yeah, I'm guessing he
and
did,
ever
man,
since
like,
Jim Carrey
uh,
went through that. He's
yeah.
just like, I'm not here. You know, this isn't.
And I'm pretty sure actually
Definitely podcast.
this Jim and Andy movie was done close to the like very fucking recently.
Mm-hmm.
Like so like a couple of those clips where Jim Carrey was woke, if you will.
Okay, yeah.
He was wearing the same outfit as like that leather jacket as in Jim and Andy, and I'm pretty sure he did that in Toronto during that film thing. So that's very recent.
Is he just doing a character?
I
Right
thought-
now?
Oh, do you think he's like
I
Walking
don't think so.
Phoenix?
He's gonna do Terrence McKenna next. Whoa.
I liked his
I
point.
heard he wasn't.
I just Stevie Wondered
Which
that
point?
mic stand.
What if
I liked his point in
yeah,
Jim
what
and
if
Andy.
he-
When I think it was near the end
Not that.
when he was just kind of talking about. Well, I guess it would be his self-reflection
What
about
if he ends up
how
being Steve-
we're all just essentially playing an avatar, right? And we've
Yeah.
started a character that we've built around everything around us, and taken all of these inputs and acted the way that
It's pretty
we
true.
expect everybody else to want us to be.
It's true.
You're so right.
We're all the
Well, I didn't
same.
say it. That was just from the documentary.
We're exactly the same.
Whatever, that's right. Sorry, I would just jumped in on that, but wow.
Yeah, so I thought that was like his one of the greatest points of the documentary, aside from all the Andy Kaufman
Yeah.
stuff.
But hey, as simple as what he just said, right? Like a pair of shoes makes people cooler than the next person when it's really frivolous.
13-year-old.
Well, this
Society.
yeah,
Grade 8ers.
yes,
Um,
Niners.
6 to 9.
And then that's probably really what it was, right? Like he's looking at himself. Who am I? Like he's been living for all these famous people and celebrities in Hollywood and all the glitz and glamour this whole time, and finally stopping to
Yeah.
look inside himself and say, "Who am I?
Yeah.
Like how did I get here?"
Well, even when he was talking about fear and stuff, how he always made it look like he didn't have any fear.
Mm-hmm.
But the minute he looks broken, it does. Like he shed a lot of light on a lot of things
Yeah.
during that documentary. But
It's I'd highly recommend.
but Andy Kaufman, like that's what I thought was so genius about him.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm nervous all the time, and he just, imagine if he was alive today with that intergender
He
wrestling.
That's sort of like the shit you tell me like Derek does, though.
Yeah, well,
Like
no, not really.
I just have that same low capacity for that
Intergender
stuff.
wrestling champion.
Anything like awkward or weird or but
Yeah.
like Derek, he just embraces that. Where it's just like fuck with people in public and shit.
Yeah, but Kaufman didn't do it the same way. Like
No.
Oh, sorry.
I didn't do
Nice.
anything. I didn't do anything
He
that-
was more just
that
like
was everything.
that was two Stevie Wonders in 5 minutes.
he was more completely like he didn't know. I don't know. He wanted you more confused or angry, but not
Who did?
Kaufman. He wasn't just like spit in your face.
Remember
type
him
of
on
guy.
Taxi?
Okay, so
Derek said
Yeah.
people's face.
so I might have missed something. Are you saying that
No.
it's
That's perfect strangers.
Yeah.
Right.
What?
He
is
was.
it possible that Jim
On
Carrey's
Taxi
just trolling
was his
everybody right
name.
now?
Vodka.
Is that what's going on?
That's very possible too. For
This
sure.
is just all
Sorry,
kind of
well,
like
No, I
viral
couldn't think of it either.
campaigning for this documentary.
I don't
Much
think he
You know,
is.
like the way that Joaquin Phoenix did for that
Yeah.
that documentary where he was like he
I don't-
gave up
I don't-
acting
No,
to
I don't
rap.
think so.
I don't think so. Based on because like in that movie he shows after basically explains how messed up he was when they stopped filming it.
And
Like he didn't know who he was anymore.
And it's not really about that. Like, whereas Joaquin Phoenix's was kind of that. What he did, that was what the documentary was about, right?
Yeah.
It was his fall from stardom, and then this isn't about that. It's just kind of shoehorned in at the end.
Yeah.
During the last little bit, where he's kind of juxtaposing it to Truman Show, and after he finished Truman Show, that's when he's saying he really started noticing that he was a character.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I heard him say that.
The Truman
That-
Show's
I think-
real.
I think that's what planted the seed, anyways.
It's true.
And the Earth is flat.
Yeah. No, I don't know about that nonsense, but the Truman Show is real. And until you're ready to leave, we have to stay here. We're paid actors, so sorry. Spilling it. They're
Because
gonna-
one of these days,
any
you're
minute they're
gonna
gonna be
take
down
an
here to
unexpected
take me.
elevator, Brett.
They're coming
and
to
it's
get
just going to
me.
be a work set with
Yeah.
carpenters and shifting
Yeah.
sheets of plywood.
Just keep doing the same thing you do every day.
Yeah.
Don't take that elevator, Brett. It won't be there.
It's kind of weird. The Cabin in the Woods is very Truman Show.
Yes, and there's a couple things on there about that. Like,
Also,
or
drink
it wasn't.
drink Moosehead.
Hold on. The guy, like the security guard, the guy with the mustache, his name was Truman.
All right.
After that, like they named the security guard in the control booth.
The only person left with ethics.
Yeah, his name was Truman
Crumbling
in
ethics.
the movie, and he was named after the Truman Show.
Yeah. And I didn't realize in the Jim and Andy
Noteworthy.
documentary, they
Somebody
talk
named Ed.
about how Truman, and this went right over my head, but was True Man.
Oh,
His thing, he was the only true man there,
yeah.
which went right over my head.
So it's a
watching
play
it, but
on
I thought
words.
that was
Is that
something.
for sure? Is that?
Well, they were.
Damn.
Jim was talking directly about it,
Oh, okay.
and Truman Show was in the background,
Oh,
so
okay.
I imagine so. But I don't know if he made that up or if it was actually part of the movie to begin
Yeah.
with.
Huh?
I wish that movie would have came out like 10 years ago. Jim and Andy. What an awesome thing.
Because he sat on that for when
Tony
did Man in the
Clifton
Moon
was
come out?
awesome.
Well,
Oh,
the
99,
studio,
I think.
99?
Yeah.
So it's almost 20
wasn't
years.
it that the studio
Yeah.
didn't want
It's
to
a great
release
movie,
anything
too.
for a
I
long
love
time
it.
though?
I guess
Because
so.
they didn't want to ruin Jim Carrey's career.
Yeah. I guess.
Because
To-
Jim
to
Carrey
me,
says
it was-
something like that in the trailer that I watched.
Yeah, I
for
did.
It was just so good. Like, I don't know. Like,
Universe-
Andy
Universe
Kaufman was so
right.
good, but like Jim Carrey, like just him portraying, Tony Clifton, awesome. I would love to do that character. It's like, ladies and gentlemen, biggest star in Vegas. you
Loved
know?
how they sent the real Bob Smuda into the Playboy Mansion.
Yeah.
And then Jim just shows up. That was
Same
great.
shit they did back in the day. Yeah. Like Paul Schaefer said he never realized
I heard that story recently about him.
that Tony Clifton was Zamuda.
Mhm.
Like he thought it was, that was amazing that they did that then with Letterman. And I've listened to what's his face there, the wrestler.
Hulk Hogan?
Yeah, Jerry Lawler. I've listened to him talk to like Stone Cold Steve
Macho Man
Austin
Randy
about
Savage?
it. And, like, yes, actually his brother, Leaping Lanny.
Lou Albano?
Who's that?
But
I was gonna say something too soon. But
when you listen to what he has to say, like
Scary Sherry.
they were in cahoots, and it was brilliant. It
So-
was brilliant. But you know what? I will say this:
Doink.
Vince McMahon Sr. turned Kaufman down.
Oh, really?
And then he was shipped over to the Memphis to Lawler. Imagine had Vince
Ric
McMahon
Flair?
Sr. Like it could have been differently, Like Kaufman could have been way bigger.
So obviously Kaufman and Lawler were cahoots, right?
Yeah.
But in Man on the Moon, when Jim had to fight Lawler, and you see the behind the scenes,
Yeah.
it looked like, and maybe I missed it, but did they actually start fighting based on
Yeah,
Jim's
they did.
portrayal of Andy? I thought that was
They
interesting.
did because he.
Imagine Lawler having to live it again, but it's real this time.
Well, I guess like parts they don't show in that movie was like Jim actually, he was gonna actually give him what do you call it, a pile driver, I think.
Yeah.
And I think Lawler told the producer, so like he's like Jim wants me to do it to him, so he basically called like no way. He basically called the end of the day, and then Jim Carrey tripped out and spit on him or whatever he did, and Lawler went after him, but Lawler did say he knew 100% Carrey was going to the hospital, like, and Kaufman, when that originally happened, he paid for his own ambulance to go to the hospital because the wrestling wouldn't cover it. He was fine. He was fine. He just fucking genius.
And that's even what Jim was saying, like, how far do I take this?
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
It's beautiful that he did that, though.
Mhm.
And I remember that being on the news. Like, that year, like, it was like, oh my god, wrestler hurts Jim Carrey. And, like, it was everywhere. What do you think?
I like turtles.
Turtles. I like turtles, too.
So docking.
So cabin in the woods.
No, no docking.
I have a question, Kiernan.
See?
What? What's in your pocket?
In your pocket.
What? What's in your pocket?
In
What?
your
What's in your pockets?
Pockets.
What? What's in your pocket?
In your pockets.
What? What's in your pocket?
What's in my pockets?
Yeah.
My cell phone.
Okay.
And my wallet.
May we see them?
Right, last time somebody told me to take my stuff out of my
Inspection
pockets,
program.
and it was a cell phone and wallet, I got thrown into the fountain at Caesars.
While the night is young. This is the name of the game. Wallet.
You got thrown in a fountain?
Phone. Anything else?
I mean, no.
Okay. Brett.
What? What's in your pocket?
In your pockets.
What? What's in your pocket?
In
What?
your
What's in your pockets?
Pockets.
What? What's in your pocket?
In your pockets.
What? What's in your pocket?
It's the same. I mean, I can do it in a different order, so it's more exciting.
Oh, yeah.
Phone.
Phone? Last time it was wallet first.
Wallet.
Wallet.
I thought you were going to say Wallace there.
I got nothing else for you.
Wait, he put them back in his pockets. Am I supposed to put them back?
Oh, yeah. Well, you can keep them out if you want. It's a free basement.
We're betting everything. We're gonna draw card.
Yep.
High card win.
Pockets.
High card win.
Brigham.
What? What's in your pocket?
In your pockets.
What? What's in your pocket?
In
What?
Your
What's in your pockets?
Pockets.
What? What's in your pocket?
In your pockets.
What? What's in your pocket?
I have a expired Tim Hortons card.
Okay.
Explain.
no, yeah, let's stop there.
I bought a coffee.
Why is it expired?
I have.
Why do you still have
Yeah, why do you still have it? I know why it's
Yeah.
expired.
I have lorazepam. Lorazepam.
Hold on. We're still on the fucking expired card.
Okay.
Explain.
Why do you have an expired card?
I don't know. I used it today. It's in my pocket.
Can we throw it?
I didn't actually want it back.
Can
but
we
the guy
throw
gave
it out
to
on
me.
air?
Is it expired or just
Yeah,
out
you
of
can.
funds?
It's out of funds, I guess. I don't know if I
Pass
can.
it around.
I don't.
It might be 2
Cal will
cents.
throw
in
it out.
there.
It'll be ceremonious.
I have
Now, Brett
I don't know
to
why I
Tootsie
looked
Pop.
at it.
I have a
Give it to
Tootsie
Mark.
Pop and a weed.
Mark to Kale.
He stopped listening.
That was
great next to you.
That was beautiful. Okay, next.
I have Tootsie Pop and a weed sucker and some lemon candies.
All right, pass them around to be thrown in the trash.
That's a good one.
So I'm
Are those
pretty
lemon
sure
candies or
Brigham
those lemon
is the
candies?
75-year-old grandmother in this scenario.
No, absolutely.
That just has
No.
I know you
He's
just
the
met
one
him, but
with
absolutely.
candy in his pockets.
Hard,
I didn't have candy.
hard
That's
candy.
the old guy in the
You're just
van.
jealous.
Weed candy though.
I think
Candy's
we
good to have in your
different
pockets.
Is
candy
that all we got?
No.
Yeah,
no,
that's it.
we're in
Man,
different
you have
places
so many
there.
pockets on you.
I was thinking your
Hey,
nice,
Steve.
friendly grandmother who's like,
What? What's in your pocket?
In your pockets.
What? What's in your pocket?
In
What?
your
What's in your pockets?
Pockets.
What? What's in your pocket?
In your pockets.
What? What's in your pocket?
Ah!
not
This weed sucker's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, but
You were around
Do those pants have pockets?
Yeah.
It's like solid. It's a big.
I just got these back from my brother after years of him taking them from me.
He says pictures of
that
people
doesn't sound
talking.
appetizing.
Like a couple
His
weeks
pocket.
ago.
Over the
Oh,
years, he would just
Oh,
give them
collage.
back and take them again.
It's the way they
No,
Collage
like at
of
one point,
Dockers.
he took the pants because I never wore them anymore. And then for years he had them, and just like last week he brought them here, and they're my pants again. It's weird. I completely forgot about these pants.
That's weird.
Are they sweatpants?
So what's in them?
Whoa. You gotta buy me a drink before you find out, you know what I'm saying?
You think there's a
If you want
reason?
to dock with me, you gotta get with me and listen carefully. You got M in the
Kale,
place
you
to
should
dock you on
ask
your
Steven
face.
if he has a husband bulge in those pants.
Well, I can already see that he does.
No.
Your husband bulge is showing.
It's a sock.
I want to
got
give you big
nothing,
props
man.
to that song.
Nothing in my pockets. Kale.
What? What's in your pocket?
In your pockets.
What? What's in your pocket?
In
What?
your
What's in your pockets?
Pockets.
What? What's in your pocket?
In your pockets.
What? What's in your pocket?
A lighter and a phone.
Get it out.
That's it. That's it. Take it out.
Hey, do it slowly. Do it sexy.
Does anybody put things in their pockets to throw you guys off now?
Oh yeah.
It's happened.
Oh yeah.
I feel like this
And
is
then
a
the rest
play
is in my
on
coat.
what's in the box.
Like 7.
No.
Ah.
I mean, you could.
That's
Also,
That was a shame.
if anybody saw Gwyneth Paltrow's Halloween costume this year,
I did. Yes.
Amazing.
That was good. That was good.
almost as good as what's his name from Mad TV, and he's in Love. Bobby Lee's Halloween costume this year was also amazing.
Didn't see it.
I'm not going to say what it is, but you should look up what
I
Bobby
won't
Lee
remember.
was. Just look it up right now.
Seems like a lot of work.
Mark
it's good, though.
or Kieran, do you want to do the honors in your Scottish accent?
What I do now.
Mark.
What? What's in your pocket?
In your pockets.
What? What's in your pocket?
In
What?
your
What's in your pockets?
Pockets.
What? What's in your pocket?
In your pockets.
What? What's in your pocket?
Phone.
He says a phone.
Money.
He says a money.
Keys.
And keys. That's it.
Are the keys on a keychain, or are there just 3 loose keys?
Oh, I always keep them in my little watch pocket. I never lost a key yet.
And they're all just not connected.
It's not connected.
Wow. I'm not even mad.
Did you know that pocket is a watch pocket? Levi's did it first.
Did people actually keep their watches?
Well, they got lucky on the
Well, back in the
Titanic.
day they did because they were on a chain.
So that one was just a liar, right?
Here. It's like the waist pocket.
No, but
It's
before
all
that,
a bit of a trap, if you ask me.
No, before that, it was actually down there.
Who did you say I'm looking up?
Bobby Lee.
My voice
It's not
is
coming
my
up with anything.
voice doubled up, cause I
Unless
got
it's
two
something
microphones
here,
in my
but
face.
those are the top
Got my
results.
mouth up,
What did you think
two
of
two microphones. My dick is got a microphone above it. My dick has got a mic above. I'm starting to swell up.
That's gross.
This podcast got sloppy.
That's gross.
So, guys, Cabin in the Woods, eh? Brigham, Brigham, out of 10 stars?
I think we should play some poker.
I'd go with this.
10 stars.
I would go solid. Yeah, solid 8.
Oh, so we got 8.5, 8, 8. Mark.
Never seen it.
How about
10 out of 10 stars.
I
Cabin
have
in the
never
Woods.
seen the thing.
But what about
Out of 10 stars. Out of 10 stars.
I would guess probably 6.
Oh, waters down the average with an unfair 6. You haven't even seen it, sir.
Wait a
I
minute.
told
How
you that.
dare you?
Wait a minute.
How dare you?
Thankfully, the curve.
What about Kevin in the Woods?
I'm not gonna.
Hold on.
Kevin in the Woods.
Kevin in the Woods.
Oh, definitely a 3.
Oh! Tough crowd.
Nobody wants to see that. Nobody wants to see that.
Kevin in the
Everybody's
Woods.
pulling their
We're
collars
making that. We are making that. Everyone in this room.
Not everyone.
You're gonna be Kevin.
You gotta give it like a 10.7.
Oh,
Kale,
Doesn't
out of
make
10
sense.
stars, Cabin in the Woods.
8.9.
It's on the cusp of being great.
So it was a good one then?
May or may not
I don't
be
know.
great.
I never seen it.
And I'm going to go one better than Kale. I'm going to
Was
say
asking
a
me this
solid
before we
9
got to
stars out of 10.
You would.
I left you that
I
wiggle
would,
room.
yeah.
I left
You
you,
would expect that, wouldn't you?
I left you that room to go there.
It was pretty
This
good.
is what him.
I was just encouraging you to give it a 9.
Bobby Lee was the one dressed up as Hugo.
It was very good. It
You,
was-
you never saw any of that shit.
I don't
And
know.
you know what?
I didn't. It was beyond.
I don't know
holy
the
shit.
bike
It
reference
was-
though.
I enjoy
Shocking.
I enjoy watching
Oh, let's just.
that with people for the first time because I
That's
see
just
it through
your
their
bike.
eyes. And I
Oh,
saw
okay,
that
fair
movie
enough.
through your eyes.
I can only imagine certain people. Like,
Oh my
oh my
god.
god, I don't even know what the fuck's going on.
Well, because I've seen the movie so many times now, like
Crazy.
I know exactly what's happening. But if I watch it with someone who's never seen it before, it's like new to me again. It's just like it's great.
Oh,
You know what it
it's always fun
reminded me of
watching
then?
people's reactions to movies that you've seen.
Yeah.
It reminded me
Always.
if I had to like put it like a Dusk Till Dawn.
I thought you were gonna
Like
say
that
that
scene
it
where she's,
reminded
like,
you
pouring
that
the
you had
shit?
to put it inside the foreskin
No,
with little to no cum because
He's
then
gonna
it's
stop docking stuff.
only a little bit of cum.
no. It was Dusk Till Dawn.
Was that in from
Just a
Dusk
You
Till
know,
Dawn?
you know that scene, Steve, where like she's got the booze pouring down her leg, and all of a sudden turns it like just that's it turns
Oh, it's one of these.
Yeah,
into the like it
Oh,
just
yeah.
it turns so
Yeah.
fast that movie.
It's not a bank robber movie.
Like The Descent. Oh, I'm sorry. If anyone's not seen any of these movies, please fast forward the start of the because there's a
fantastic.
yeah, I'd say The Descent definitely takes a turn.
right.
The Descent,
Everyone
though.
see The Descent here?
The
Yeah, I
Descent,
I don't really remember it, but
The
I
Descent,
have seen the Dusk Till Dawn one.
Well,
But don't-
just you've seen The Descent. I don't even have to say anything.
Shit
you know
changed
the
up
part.
real fast.
But don't you think-
You've seen it?
I've seen it's subpar, low quality sequel, Kevin in the Hole.
Jeez. That's it, man.
Should leave Kevin alone. He's already lost in the woods.
You know what though? Dusk Till Dawn, best line ever. It's like, you find any pussy cheaper than that?
Fuck
it.
it.
But
what
the-
was
but
I
the-
saying?
But The Descent, don't you think?
Man, you gotta love them.
Don't you think those things should been more afraid of those chicks?
What?
Like they were like killing so many of them like along the way.
What's that?
The girls that were in the cave, like the monster things.
Oh yeah.
They just like killed so many of them. Like at one point it was like I'd be more afraid to be the monsters.
Just like this.
Yeah, they killed like 2 dozen of them before those things killed like 6 of them.
The monsters don't have brains.
No, but I want to just from that name.
So it has what's his name?
Mark Ruffalo.
He's in Guardians
Jeff Goldblum.
2, Kurt Russell. So it has Kurt Russell in it.
What did you say?
It's a western.
I like Kurt Russell.
There's some other known
Alright.
people in it too. I just can't remember, but it's a western. But it's like a recent western, and it has some of the most graphically disturbing killings I think I've ever seen in my life.
A man,
Nice.
a man.
Like a man literally is hung upside down and split in half from rectum to mouth.
Oh, that's the worst torture I ever read about in an issue of Maxim that I had back in the day. They had like the worst torture words, and that's what it is. They hang you upside down, and you stay alive longer because all the blood has rushed to your head. That's fucked up.
It's an interesting movie. You should watch it. Just be prepared to be like creeped out a lot.
I'm not gonna watch it.
I'll
watch it for you.
I'm probably not gonna watch it.
I'll tell you about it.
Is it good?
It's not bad. It's
no one thought to ask that question.
It's worth a watch.
I jumped off before that.
Yeah. One of the most brutal. Cal was out.
I'm gonna watch Dumb and Dumber.
You should watch Gleaming the Cube. That's like a 9.9
Through the flat Earth.
8.
Have you seen it recently? Because I saw it.
Yeah, it's not as good, but it's still pretty good.
What was it?
Gleaming the Cube. Christian
80s
Slater, Tony
Christian
Hawk.
Slater skateboard movie.
Oh, God.
Sounds terrifying.
It's awesome.
Terrifyingly awesome.
Did you do Sweet Moves?
It's awesome, yeah.
Absolutely.
It's a skateboard movie.
I want to see
Is
some
there a
Sweet Moves.
Bryan Adams song in that movie?
Probably. There are a few montages
There
for
might
sure.
be.
Where he's just like doing tricks in an empty like parking garage. It's like saving the day. It'll just like
Yeah, it's
songs
so
like
good.
or like Toto.
It's pretty fucking good.
Dun, 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 dun,
Matter of fact,
dun.
like Heather's made the top 100 movies list. So, have you guys seen Heather's?
No, I
No.
don't. I've never.
Really?
Seen it.
I've always wanted
I
to.
have.
I've meant to watch it, but haven't.
Can
gotten
we
around to
can
it.
we do it
It's
here?
horrible.
Can we do that together? Because you guys
No.
pop my cherry.
We're gonna get together
Sure.
and watch Heather's.
Say no.
Wait, are you down?
Please say no.
You got a copy of
I
Heather's?
warned you.
No,
I'm
we
gonna
can
make you
find
do
it.
the work and get a copy of Heather's.
I'm
and then
gonna have to make some
You
phone
also have
calls.
to make
but,
a bullet point document.
And I warned you.
you haven't seen it either,
Yeah, you
right?
have to come
Numbers
prepared with
for
a
bullet
bullet point.
points.
Yeah,
document.
there must be a bullet point, at least one sheet.
Heather's is like I was surprised. Like
The
people
most
love
stupid
that
thing you've
movie.
ever heard.
Did you guys go see The Room?
Yeah,
How was it?
amazing.
It was the Franco one, right?
No, the original.
Oh, okay, it was the original. I wasn't sure which one because I thought they were playing the James Franco one at this festival, weren't they?
No, it's not out yet.
Okay.
Well, it was at Toronto Film Festival
Yeah.
and other festivals.
So-
but,
So you
not in
saw
Windsor.
this movie on the big screen.
Yeah, at the Capitol.
I gotta see this movie.
You should have came. It was awesome.
I know.
He should have come with you, or he should have came.
That's what she said.
Oh, well, all of the above.
Ooh. That's what she
What are they doing?
said.
Band practice?
Twice.
Probably band practice, eh?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, okay.
But it was.
Is
it
that
was good.
anything like band
It
camp?
was the
The what?
probably the
Is that
single
anything
best.
like band camp?
Yes, it is.
Did
All I
you
got out
once
of that
go
was
to
Steve
flutes?
should have came.
There is a flute down here. Well, a recorder. It's the
I'm
same
sorry.
I
That's
have
all
a
I got.
recorder.
Steve, come.
It
Did
was
you-
probably the best.
We're going down
Did
a
you-
bad
Did you hear the conspiracy that what's his name, Tommy Wiseau?
Yeah,
That he's DB Cooper.
I have heard that.
I just read that like
DB
yesterday.
Cooper.
Like the
But
famous,
I mean-
infamous American.
Stole all that money and jumped out of a plane.
in a duffel bag.
I put more credence in Ted Cruz being the Zodiac killer.
Yeah, but that can't even. That's
Oh, come on now.
that's so far. That's so far because he'd be way older, right?
Yeah, I know.
So that one's.
Do you follow hockey at all?
Not really.
Never. Do you? Okay, I'm convinced Wayne Gretzky is Steven Stamkos' father. Convinced. Like when I see a side by side picture of those two, like Wayner is his father, for sure.
There's a resemblance.
How old are they?
Huge resemblance. Wayner's old enough to be his father.
Can I say?
12 years apart, eh?
Can I say something on the air?
What
Wayne
would you like to
Gretzky?
say?
Overrated.
I don't know that.
I wish that were true. I wish. I never liked him, but
I don't know that he's
don't think he's-
overrated.
he's
And I'm
clearly.
not saying anything else.
However,
You're so
if
wrong.
you were to be
Dignify
playing in
myself.
today's
This
game,
explains-
Steve, go
Listen,
Steve!
Steve
would not
Eisenman is
be very
clearly
good.
the best player that ever lived, but Wayne
Yeah,
Gretzky
no,
had
go Steve.
He was not
1,000 and a half more points.
He was not overrated, but he was protected.
He played in a different
He
era.
didn't get hit the same way like Crosby.
If
Sure
his
did.
scrawny ass was still playing hockey, his scrawny ass
See, I got a
would
buddy
be
who
done.
hates Crosby.
That was going to be my question. Do you think
Goalie pads back then were
I think
horrible.
Crosby's freaking
You don't think
great.
he'd survive?
If he was playing
I like
today,
that.
see, that's the
Yeah,
weird thing, because
it's up
if he
goes.
didn't exist, hockey wouldn't be what hockey
No,
is
no,
now,
you're
and you
right.
wouldn't have all the players that watched him, were inspired by him, and got to as good as they are now. However, if you can remove that part of the equation, then if he were to play hockey today, I don't even think he'd play in the NHL.
Right.
Because he's just too small.
Well, and
Wayne?
it's all.
No, he would, but you gotta look
He
at
would
it in a
not.
sense.
He would not be the Wayne Gretzky that we know from history if he was
He
playing today.
he would still be probably one of the best we've ever seen, but
I don't think
only
so.
because these kids now start training at a young age.
Well, and
So if
that's
Wayne
what
was
I was
doing,
saying. That's
like,
all
he-
because of Wayne Gretzky. Because
To a degree.
it's the same way LeBron James exists because Michael Jordan existed.
Well,
and the same way Jordan existed because
To a
Wilt
degree,
and all those
but-
guys
but
existed before him.
Even when you watch Wayne, he didn't look like much, but he had a vision. Like
Oh, his okay, yeah. His vision
he
would
would have
get him
still
into
been
the
good.
NHL.
He might not have been,
but he wouldn't
Every
be.
other kid that ever grew up loving
But
hockey.
I'm convinced Babe Ruth would have been this shit. I'm convinced.
I feel like Wayne Gretzky would be to what like the top Canadian players are, to what Igor Larionov is to the top Russian players. Because Igor Larionov was a genius.
Could be.
He was the professor. He saw the ice like none other from his country, and
Could
he
be.
was an amazing Hall of Fame.
But then think
hockey
about it.
player.
Like imagine if they had
His
like
son's playing for Windsor.
good sticks back when Gordie Howe played. You know, like there's so many variables. Like
Larionov
well,
Jr. is
yeah.
playing for Windsor.
there's other guys that would have
He's
scored a
good.
million goals, and I don't know. It's the goalies were definitely weak sauce when Wayner played.
Yeah.
But
And that's
then
another
when-
thing. Everyone, it's
then
a
you
different
got
game.
guys who got like 150 points because they played with Gretzky. Like that's crazy too. So I don't
That's like
know.
what Reichel would have done.
Kirby? Yeah,
Yeah.
probably 300 points.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
He
the-
was good at that. Like
Yeah,
with
He's
Kokochev.
he's a good Marley right
With
now.
Kokochev, them two played
Yeah.
so well together.
is the question that Wayne Gretzky is the great one? He's the best that ever lived. He's the best hockey player.
Yeah, he was.
Or
He is.
is it more of a question of all the players surrounding him that are just really bad?
I honestly think that
Think about that.
Oh, just a lot of
if
shitty
you
goalies.
look at the
Yes, you're right.
All the goalies,
You're right.
all the goalies were shit.
if you look at the greatest players to ever play hockey,
There's shit on all the goalies in that generation.
you look at people like Bobby Orr, Gordie Howe, Rocket Richard,
Absolutely.
they would probably, all three of those names specifically, be able to play in today's NHL
Absolutely.
and do very, very well.
Okay.
However, Gretzky, with his body style and the physicality that exists in the NHL now,
Be a little bitch.
yeah.
Well, yeah, I agree. I think Bobby Orr would be the best
Whereas
right now.
you have somebody
Out of any of those
like
guys.
Gordie Howe, who has
Pavlov Yuri.
a very specific hat trick named after him, that hopefully future Red Wing great Anthony Mantha just got the other day.
Actually, I want to go back to Wayner. He would have. I think he'd be pretty much just as good today.
I don't think
He would destroy the league.
There are, a lot of people think Mario Lemieux,
Well,
if he
he-
hadn't been injured
yeah.
and dealt with cancer, would have been better than Wayne Gretzky.
I don't think he would have
did
been
come
better.
back though, right?
He would have.
He
He
did
would have
come
been a
back,
few hundred
yeah.
points off, but he would have been way better than we. You know, like.
Like
Somebody
even what
wouldn't beat him.
if Jaromir Jagr hadn't fucked off for 5 years?
Well, he's
He
back.
wouldn't have caught Gretzky, but
He's 1,000 points off.
Take you off your game.
1,000 points. That's what he's off.
well, exactly. He wouldn't have caught Gretzky, but he would have been
Yeah.
much closer than what he will possibly be.
True that. I don't know. It's a tough one, man. But I have a feeling Wayner would still. As much as I don't want to admit it, I think Wayner would be good.
And did you say like, and I'm not challenging this because you definitely know more than I do about this. You said that Babe Ruth would still
I think so.
add up,
Yeah.
like now.
Yeah, I think so.
He seems portly for today's standards.
Which is fine. I mean, he
Yeah,
was hitting home runs like.
If you can hit the ball, that's all.
Yeah,
that
but was
counts.
anybody throwing a baseball that fast?
That's what I was going to
Well,
ask.
he would-
Were
he
they
would've-
pitching that fast back then?
Whether they
With
were,
that
they
complicated,
weren't.
with that complicated.
Was anybody that athletic in the outfield?
Were they doing sliders and shit back then?
It doesn't matter. Like if he was developing,
Were there different
the same
throws other
way,
than
like,
straight?
he'd
Throwing
be
as hard as you can, all
he'd still be
bounce off the
Babe
ground.
Ruth. Like
Just hitting them off the
you know
ground.
what I mean? He'd still be Babe Ruth.
Like, well, yeah, but it wouldn't be a good.
I don't know. I think he would be Jim Ruth.
I just watched that documentary today about the guy who pitched the no-hitter on LSD.
Yeah, Doc Ellis.
Yeah, what a great documentary.
Yeah, I just learned about that recently.
He basically didn't
That's
pitch
crazy.
sober ever, which is
No hitter
even
on
more
that.
fucking crazy.
My hero.
Dude, he should be someone's hero. Like he, even after he quit baseball or whatever, he helped people with addictions, but he legit did amazing things. High, what do you say? High as a Georgia birch or something every game. A Georgia pine.
Nice.
Is that like a Georgia peach?
Is that high?
No, it's
Yeah,
Tall
that's
Tree.
Ty Cobb.
Georgia Pine's
The
tall
peaches
tree.
grow on the perches.
That's what I'm
Perches.
gonna go with. Is Georgia Pine is.
Do you know how many Peachtree streets there are in Atlanta?
One.
Peachtree short.
I didn't see
It
one.
all intersects with itself?
It's just circle.
It's the only street.
Trying to help you, brother.
You guys were there. There's so many Peachtree streets.
What was
there.
the name of the hotel that you went to?
I'm gonna go with smoke.
The
So
Renaissance.
I'm gonna say goodnight to everyone now. I'm going
You
outside.
actually went to Georgia?
Brigham's ducking out. I think we're all getting out of here. I think we should.
I love you
You
all.
actually went to Georgia?
Yeah, we went to Atlanta.
Nice.
Wayne Gretzky does have a illegitimate son.
Are
Steven Stamkos.
Are you it?
Are you trying to say that you
Just
were it?
Google
Brigham,
Gretzky.
you're it!
Google Wayner from the 80s and
Sure.
Stamkos from now
Yeah,
or anytime, and you will be like, holy fuck. Just saying.
All right, boys. This concludes
That's conspiracy.
Basement Plates Radio. We saw Cabin in the Woods tonight. Brigham saw it for the first time. Brigham enjoyed the movie. I think he gave it 8.5 stars out of 10, and he just hit his head off the air duct for the 8.5 time. Brett Chaborek, thank you for
Thanks for having me.
joining this viewing. Bye. Kiernan Murphy, thank you.
You really leaving?
From out of town.
Just having a smoke
Good to see your
down
face.
there.
Thank you for joining us.
Same to you.
Mark Murphy, no relation. Thank you for joining us.
I didn't really join you yet. Next time.
On behalf
This is just
of
my voice saying
Kale
hi.
Best, who's walking up the stairs,
Said bye already.
this is. He was just a little snooty. This is Steve signing off.
And this has been Dog Talk.
With Doc Brown.
Did you just fart?
I think I'm used to it. Your name's Kieran. Like, so I imagine a million bucks. I just gave up on
I just saw Cabin in the Woods for the first time. How do you feel?
Just happened. But I appreciate it.
Left turn after left turn.
You kept saying like it just keeps going. You know, it's just more like weird.
We should say at this point.
You really went bottom of the barrel. Yeah, it is.
So pretty much the lesson of the movie is that be high at all times and be the most overhead sense of situation. Where the government, such a federal government captures you and they're almost vacation.
That's how it is. That's how it is. That's how I live my life.
So you'll be a legitimate
So I actually forgot when I said it earlier that we had yeah, that he actually, I thought he dies.
All the nature of the animals.
Didn't look good to anyone. We did help up until that point. I just want to put that out there as an advocate of innocence and powers.
Yeah. Would you have been able to fight off the undead while stoned?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't think I could.
I do everything stoned.